Have I been muted this whole time? I forgot to unmute myself again. I was taking my inhaler. I was taking my drugs. So I forgot. Nerd says, yes, you have been. There's Nerd. Okay, look, that worked. That worked, look, with the little message. Welcome in. Yeah. There we go. Hello, Nerd. How are you? Hello, you. Well, I'll say it again. I'll go back over. I'll say, hello and welcome to the SlightlyWilson show. I am your host, and today we're going to play some video games. And Beetle says, I was about to warn you about being muted. Yeah, no, I've been sucking, which is terrible because I was just saying how wonderful the weekend has gone. I've managed to do some coding for stream avatars. I've managed to do some other stuff. I managed to build the teleport command. The teleport command now works. I haven't got as many pictures in it as I'd like yet. Oh, actually, we don't have Spotify open. Let's do that. I don't have as many commands in there as I'd like because I've been or locations, I guess I should say, because I've been slowly adding them in. I've got about, let me see, if I add one more now, it's very time consuming to actually physically add them all. But if I add one more, then yeah, now we'll have 15. So we have exclamation teleport is the new command, which should teleport me to a location in the category we're playing. But I have to make all the locations myself. So I have made about 125 pictures of locations in The Witcher. Yeah. Beetle says, how are you, Mr. Wilson? Now you're not like someone from the 1920s film era. Oh, because silent movies. Yeah. Although I would like to build that. I would like to see if there's a way that we could build silent, like, text cards or something. So, like, so if someone activates the black and white mode, it mutes me. But then if I say something, it will periodically move to, it will switch me with the giant card showing what I was saying. I thought that would be hilarious. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, exactly. I just don't know how to do that yet, but I think it's doable. I'm sure it'll have lots and lots of mistakes. Yeah. It's a bit like I've got the, wait, what's it called? I mean, we made a command before called exclamation Sunny. It should be a channel point reward, but I don't have channel points on Twitch. But it's exclamation Sunny and then space, and then you put whatever text you want, and it will put that on a giant black and white card.
TellyMote was used to send Wilson back in time.
Hey, see, although I still haven't done any film grain. I know how to add some film grain, so I will do that at some point soon. Yeah, we will. We're getting there. We've been experimenting this weekend. Yeah, experimenting. And how are your weekends, Nerd? Uwu, Beetle? What have you guys been up to? Have you been jamming? I mean, I'm glad the avatars are working. They seem to be working. We could have a mock fight again. This one won't count, but we could just do one real quick to see if it works. Because what I did this weekend is I managed to write a bunch of script so that all I need to do is press one button here on the Stream Deck, and it does the whole battle thing and changes scene and everything automatically. I don't need to do anything. So we can test that now. This won't count towards the scores. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the button, and then I'm going to put my hands up so you can see that I'm not messing with it at all. So I hold my hands up now. I'm holding up my hands. Yes. Yes.
3, 2, 1, go!
Go. Oh, it looks like Goku tried to spawn in, but it was a bit late. That was Stu Bear playing an animal. Hello, Stu Bear. But I managed to make the avatars a little bit bigger as well. Yeah. Welcome to the show, Stu Bear. Nerd went into town for a stroll, ran some singer friends with dodgy books. Dodgy books obviously had me hooked, and ended up going for pints with them in the sunshine. 'Twas lovely. Ooh. That sounds banging. But here we go. Yeah, no. So depending on who no matter who wins, it should automatically end and go back to the last scene. So I don't have to press any buttons. Though it's a little slower than I'd like. But Sonic will do the whole animation.
Game!
Ka-ching. How about that? How about that? I didn't have to press any, I only had to press one button and it does the whole fight automatically. Hey, Wilson, clever boy, clever boy. Beetle says rigged. Yeah, well, I mean, on this occasion, maybe it was rigged. Maybe the game was rewarding me for my, what's the perseverance? My perseverance in writing some long-winded script. I've never coded before. I've only ever started learning code stuff in order to do all of this, because you don't normally have to like learn to code shit for most other things in life, unless you are an actual coder. I mean, like my job is a software tester, so I test code. I don't write it. Although I don't have to look at the code itself too much. I usually look at the end product, not the it's what we call, it's the difference, if you don't know this, it's the difference of what we call white box and black box testing. White box testing is what the devs do, where because they can see what's inside the box, so it's white box. Black box is what testers do, because they don't know how it works. They don't see inside. They don't know what the workings are. They can just see what happens if you press this, then this happens. So that's the difference between white and black box testing for you guys. Yeah. Books with very not safe for work titles, filled with Hulgunker Dyslexic cartoons. Ooh. Not safe for work books, eh? Oh. I don't think I've ever seen not safe for work books, other than maybe some old sex joke books. Did you know that Dr. Seuss, before he wrote kids books, he worked as a political cartoonist, and before that he wrote joke books back when they were called boners. They were called books of boners, because that's what they used to call joke books. boner omnibuses and shit like that. Yeah, a book of boners. Yeah. Do you know there was an old-fashioned boxer named Persevere? No joke. Persevere. I love it. I love that, Beal. That's good. And Sphinx. It's Sphinx. I need that clip. Have you ever seen the Venture Brothers? That was one of the most common things they did. And every time someone would be like, "We must defend the people because we are in Sphinx," and then this like one camp guy would go, "Sphinx." Yeah. Black Box is guessing via Tinker. Got it. Yeah. Oh man, Dr. Seuss children's books are still fairly political. I mean, some of his characters you saw back when he did the political comics. So like there was one of what obviously ended up becoming Horton, the giant elephant. But he had like a giant swastika on his arm and stuff, and it was trampling people. So his political cartoons are kind of creepy when you look at them backwards, in that he designed the cartoons that became kids' characters for rather severe situations. Some people said that his cartoons were actually quite like racist at times and stuff. Like loads of Chinamen queuing up for handouts and stuff like that. Oh dear, oh dear. Dr. Seuss, you madman. Oh well. So today we are back here to continue some strategy. We're doing it to this Monday, but I have decided in future, from next month, we're juggling up all the different categories and stuff. So from next month, we'll probably have strategy games and turn-based games on Tuesdays. Move it in Monday to Tuesday. And this coming Monday anyway is when Diablo 4 is out, and I'm decided we're gonna try Diablo 4. I really want to. I really liked the premise for Diablo 4, so I want to give it a go. Do the storyline, kill some people with my wizard powers. Is anyone else planning to try Diablo, or did you try the beta? That's been and gone. I did a couple of hours on the beta. But yeah, no, we're doing The Witcher Tales. So come with me to the main screen, where we have prepared the Wilson playing card and The Witcher Tales Thronebreaker. You have to say it as if you're you have to say it as if you're Jack Black. Thronebreaker. I've got a coffee ready, I've got some water, so we're all good, we're all set. We're going to carry on and try and expunge the Nilfgaardians that have been invading poor Rivia and Lyria. So we're going to do that now. And we're going to go find out what the hell's going on with her son. Because her son's been up to some mischief while she's been away. Or being controlled. Don't know. We don't know the specifics. So we're gonna have to go in and have a look. I'm gonna switch over the sounds. Yeah, that should be Thronebreaker. There you go. As per usual, though, we can't hear the game unless I click on the game. I've tried to get it to like not do that on a lot of these, so that we can still hear it if I click off. Mute in background. Oh, well, does that work? If I click off the game now? Oh, it works. It works. There's nerd. Yep, you're gonna end up with more elf soup. Yeah, maybe. I don't want any more elf soup, but maybe. That's weird how the hashtag. Look, the hashtag came up in the chat as like a 1. What happens if I put hash? I know it is a hash, but it's like really, really tiny. A really, really tiny hash. Yeah. Oh well, we'll continue. But all I've done, most of all I've done, as I said, all weekend was code, and I did a bit of Disney Speedstorm. Did some racing, Disney racing. We're gonna zoom the game in though today. Zoom the game in. Although we could keep the chat on. We could keep the chat on unless it gets in the way. Yeah, keep the chat on unless it gets in the way. What's everyone else been playing this weekend? Oh yes. Oh, we've already got stuff going on. My lady. The villagers fear an attack from the Nilfgaardian marauders. They ask that you order a group of soldiers to remain to offer protection. Our options are, yes, we can dispel some of our soldiers and that'll give us some stuff, or I could demand that they give us money, or we tell them to flipping fend for themselves. But no, I will up everyone, especially at the minute, because we're currently got low morale, so we want to raise the morale if we can. So we're going to raise the morale and leave some soldiers here to...
Golden armor, golden hair, reaps black lads like grain. Maeve, Maeve, Maeve.
Oh, they're just cheering for Maeve. Okay, yeah. Looks like golden armor. What? What's he going on about?
Day for the Emperor. His arm is shredded to ribbons.
Okay, they're celebrating the fact that we managed to beat the Nilfgaardians that were there. Tosses a coin to the streamer, says Beetle, yeah. Why is that in green, Beetle? How have you managed to, like, change the text colour? Oh, you've put it in italics. Huh. I've never seen that before. Putting it in italics has made it green in the chat, look. That's very strange. I've not seen that happen before. I didn't know you could do that. It hasn't changed it's kept the name of your name black, but it's changed the color of the actual text itself. I wonder why. Well, we have a board here. Otherwise, I can't click on it. I must have already clicked on it. Did we already click on it? Let's check the map. Yeah, the only things indicated on the map are places we haven't been as new puzzles and stuff. Everywhere we have been is... Oh no, there's a question mark there. Hang on. How did I miss that? How have we missed that? I feel like we need to go back and check that out then. Although, where's the closest fast travel point? Oh, it's all the way over there. No, we'll carry on until we find a fast travel point and then we'll go back. Toss a coin to your streamer. Oh, people of tint nets. Oh, people of tint nets. Be a little tip. / and whatever you want to write. Usually I do it for an action or an internal / monologue. That's how you do it in italics. Yeah, okay. I need to learn to be better at... My baddest habit I know is that I slouch while I'm sitting in my chair gaming. I shouldn't do, because then you see me slouch on the camera. So my head ends up down here instead of like up here. Do you like the Witcher background we've managed to put on this card? If you want to change my location, any of you in The Witcher, you just have to put ! teleport and it'll teleport me somewhere else. It's not set up yet, but what I'm trying to do is get it so that when I'm in, say, just chatting, it can teleport me to any video game location. But if I'm playing The Witcher or one of their spin-offs, then it'll only teleport me to Witcher locations. Yeah. I'm proud of that. I think it's really cool. How good the pictures are is questionable. So I've made 125. Some of them might be shit. Some of them might not look good on the card. This one does. This is specifically, what's it, the Hangman's Tree in the video game? Yeah. The Hangman's Tree. Okay, yeah, let's proceed. I'm going to see if we can find a good strategy card game for today where we can bust our chops.
Surrounded
Ooh.
by advisors,
Hi, chat.
discussing. When all at once they heard a mighty thud.
Bloody hell.
They looked to see a cavalryman who'd clearly fallen from his saddle. The men who'd witnessed the blunder began to jest, only to choke on their laughter as the wretch, having risen to his hands and knees, began to shake and vomit blood.
Whoa. That doesn't sound good. I see what you mean. You need to put ME, Beetle, for the message command. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, dear.
The medic's diagnosis, poison.
Damn.
In spite of his
who
best
poisoned
efforts, the cavalryman breathed his last that very night. Soon, several other riders developed the same symptoms, and at the last shared their comrade's fate. All were buried at the roadside, beneath an old willow.
This looks to be no coincidence.
Reynard said, gravely.
Our stores of water. Someone's poisoned them. We must find the fiend. In the interim, your majesty must quench her thirst with wine.
Because the wine was less like... Well, if the wine's not poisoned, then yeah. But what are we supposed to do about the rest of the men? They need water. Where did I get the water from? Is it someone... We did let an elf come with us. Do you think the elf has actually poisoned our water? Oh, there's a signpost. Okay, I can go back and check that question mark we didn't visit upon. Where was it? There. Okay. And that's the closest fast travel point. That's the closest one. So we'll head there. Check it out. Now, I don't know too well exactly where this question mark is. It seems to be this sort of direction, doesn't it? Is it back in the village we were in before? Something happened since we were last here.
You hanged good folk today, ma'am. And for what? Because they came to the end of their tether?
No, I remember that. We killed a bunch of them. Let's have a look. Where's the... No, it's below here. It's south of the village. Oh, is it that chap? Who we didn't get anything from before because I didn't know whether I needed any wood or gold. Ow, snap. So we have actually been here. Well, let's see if we can just do it and then we know it's done and I don't have to come back again. Yeah. Didn't royalty have official wine tasters back in olden times to check if they were poisoned or tampered with? Yeah, that would make sense, Beale. Yeah, I think I recall that. I can't think of any specific examples where they've had it in, like, TV shows or games. Like, I don't even remember in The Witcher anyone ever doing that, specifically. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, so we can get some wood and get rid of some gold, or sell some wood and get a lot of gold. Well, we've got actually plenty of wood, so I'm going to sell the wood, get the gold, which I don't know if yet we can use to build anything new. Where did we get to with our building? Where is the building? Workshop. Now, we've crafted that. It looks like we've still not got to the point where we can build anything else. So the only thing else we can build at the moment is the workshop too. So I might as well do that now when we have the chance. That lets you move faster on the map, but I don't care about that as much. We'll buy that if we can, if it's worth doing later on. Because speeding her up is convenient, but it's not. It won't specifically make the gameplay any different. Yeah, definitely not in the Game of Thrones with Joffrey. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm surprised actually. He never got mentioned in Game of Thrones at all, didn't it? Unless Olenna warned the taster. Oh, I guess you could do that. Yeah, you tell the wine taster, you'll die if you drink this. You better keep your mouth shut. But then surely that they'd kill the taster anyway, if it was discovered, you know, that he was involved, kind of thing, or was in the know. In the know, I should say. Yeah. So right, there we go. We've got here.
Milady, a strange boat floated past.
Strange
Thought
boat?
it Imperial, but it flew not black sails, but red uns. Deep red. Like
Deep
blood.
red. Like blood.
Where's Yanko? 'Twere dawn I sent him into the fields, but he's not returned.
What, these fields here? And what the hell's a Yanko? A person? A buffalo? There's a dude fishing. Is that who you mean? I don't think I can even reach that dude anyway. There's this guy. My lady, the owner of the mill said the collection of this gold was a trying task, but he offers it to you for the betterment of the army. Model subject, the one others should look to. He has our thanks. So I can get the gold, or I can get some morale. Well, I'm actually at like standard morale at the minute, so I'm actually going to go for the gold. It'd be annoying if later on it turns out that I should have got the morale. I mean, I'd have thought the morale might have dropped when all the water got poisoned, but I guess we'll just have to see. There doesn't seem to be any indication on what the hell they were actually going on about, does there? They were rambling around about some bloke, but then I can't see nothing. We can't go down that way. I'll click on one more time. Poisoned water wouldn't make a knife elf soup. No. Unless, especially if you poisoned the elf, because then it would be like double poison. I guess being a wine tester isn't all wine and roses. Waits for the badum tush of wind/tumbleweed. I actually had that sound. I've forgotten where it's gone. I had that sound effect, but I don't know where it is anymore. I was trying to add them all before to my my little soundboard. Isn't all wine and rosés. Okay, now I got it. Badum tush. Rosés. Yeah, that took me a minute to figure out that's what you'd put.
Horns
such a
sounded.
plank.
Mead
Oh, here we go.
recognized them at once as those of the Lyrian vanguard. She drew her sword and prepared to face the invader. Yet coming down upon her force were not Nilfgaardians, but bearded warriors clad in leather, horned helmets on their heads.
What?
This was not so. The queen could not believe her eyes.
Skelligan Raiders.
Skelligan Raiders?
But
Wow.
this was no time to be bewildered.
Not
Mead
on their
spurred
boats.
her horse, it neighed and reared, and then the twain leapt into the fray.
It's a fight. Let's do this. Skelligans fight differently than the other folk of the north. With a song on their lips, they throw themselves at enemy sword and axe. With eager smile, they welcome barrages of arrows, shrugging off all wounds. It is no small feat to best the Indolers in battle, and yet it is possible, as Meave was about to prove. Did I say inlanders or islanders? Islanders. Eliminate the Lippy Gudmund. That, I guess, is him. Jeez, has he got like 150 health? Well, let's see. Shortened battle. Lippy Gudmund. Okay. Final round. Choose a card to redraw. What do we got? Force 2 units to duel. What the hell was duel again? Take turns dealing damage till one of them is destroyed. Equal to their power. Okay. That's useful if you want to eliminate a troublesome card. We've got the elf soup. And the Lyrian horn. I think this is a fair lot of what we want. So I'm just going to go with what we got.
Right.
It is Lippy. Oh, I just accidentally cancelled her conversation. Oops. Sorry. Does it save it? It did not save the conversation. Oops. Sorry, love. Okay. So he's got a set of cards, and it automatically has this guy on the battlefield. After one turn on turn start, force the highest unit to damage Lippy by its power. Then Lippy damages that unit by his power. So it sounds almost like this one automatically has duel on it anyway. Status that remains on the board to the round end. But if his power's 150, then he'll automatically kill any card. The coast picked clean since long, so we set our longships up the Jurga for gold and glory. We'll just have to see how this goes then. Shit. I feel like I do need to try and blitz this guy as fast as I can. Using duel on him is going to be pointless because he'll insta-kill any card. Create a bronze? Could create a bronze and see if we get anything lucky. Go on. What we got? Deploy. Damage unit by 5. If it's on a row with fire, damage all units by 5. Damage unit by 2. If it was destroyed, repeat this ability. Damage unit by the number of cards in the row, including self. If we're going to have to pick one of them, I'm going to pick the damage by 5. Okay. Have you ever heard of Gwent, the Witcher card game? Never played it myself, but man, it was hard to understand. I mean, this is based off of that, Beetle. So this is technically the 4th version. The 4th version of Gwent I have had to learn. But it is, yeah. It's based off of that game mechanic with a storyline from the actual Witcher universe in it. The single player game. Yeah. But also cards that we unlock in this will go over to the Witcher card game. So, yeah. And they have a second game as well that we might try after this. I hear it doesn't have as as an in-depth or as a well presented story. Is it Rogue Mage? Rogue Mage, yeah. But it's like this. It's like this. So I'm gonna go with that one. But this one's more of a storyline based version / with strategy and puzzles. I'm gonna put it there. Attack. There you go. Did 5 damage, and at the end of the turn it will do 8 damage to him, but then he'll kill it because he's got 145 damage. That's a weird mechanic. And it says that the optional benefit is trying to kill him, which might be doable. I have her damage ability on, but I'm not going to be able to use it. I shouldn't use it until I get all these other cards out, I don't think. That's my current plan. So we'll end turn there. There you go, see? Killed him.
Ariel's been chosen. The gods
at least
speak to him.
Took his health down, I guess you could say. How loud have I got the music? Just drop it down a tiny touch. Yes, there's no point doing that. Spawning light infantry could be useful. I think what I want to try and do though is get this dude out. Though he'll get immediately killed, won't he? Yeah, he'll immediately get killed by him. So it's completely pointless me using that card currently until there's a higher level card on the battlefield. So that for that basis, that's why I think I need to put this one out first. Spawn everyone. The light you wear your screen as a card too. Well, this is my TV, and the TV can change. You can transform the TV by bombing it. But at the moment, yeah. At the start of the stream, I'll set it to something themed if I've got one. So I have the card that can be transformed into a TV, or I can be teleported to a different location in the background. So let's see. Let's put that there.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Though this one will still get killed instantly when I spawn one of those. Although this one, that only lets me move it. It doesn't do anything else, does it? Right. End turn again.
The gods are with us.
Him insta-killing the cards, it really is very annoying. The only thing I could try and do is... No, because it doesn't... You can't use his ability straight away, can you? You have to wait a turn, and in a turn he'll kill it, is my point. Unless I play one of these and then play him. But he'll still kill it. This is a tricky fight, this is. Unless I can summon a lot more allies. I could use this and boost them by 2, and then that one will be protected. It's the only thing I can think of. Because that way I can boost that one up and do a fair bit more damage. Or I should maybe use the attack ones now and damage him more. This is a tricky thing to try and make up my mind on. I mean, maybe I should just play one and then... Maybe I should just play one and then use her loyal ability anyway. Hungry like a wolf, I am. I see this was an early stage of the Duran Triumph? I don't know what you're referring to there, Beale. That's thrown my brain. Hungry like a wolf. Did somebody say that? I don't remember hearing anyone say that. Lippy has no ability. Well, I guess his ability is his card. So I could try and take another 10 off him, right, by using this and then using her ability. That's the only thing I can think of currently. Or I could send out this and then damage him by 2, but I'll still do more damage the other way. Yeah, no, I'll do that. I'll do that. Okay. Send them out.
Spirit's willing and how,
Use order. Well, I could use it on these to try and get rid of them slightly, but I'm going to do my best to just do as much damage to Lippy as we can. Duran you were making a reference to, yeah. I was trying to make it ye old English, sorry for any confusion. There's Yasadura. I am here, mate. The British people are a majority. Are they, Yasadura? I mean, that's just an assumption, Yasadura. You don't know who else is here in chat. You don't know who is here. You don't know, boy. So, who knows? Who knows? Perhaps you might be right, but who knows? Let's end turn. So I'm going to do down 10-10. 10-10-10.
For blood!
Whenever an enemy takes damage, boost this unit by 1. Well, that's not good. Whenever an ally takes damage, boost this unit by 1. So they're boosting themselves as well. That's right frustrating. I don't know. I still don't know what I can do. I could try and boost these, and I said that'll give me just enough time to use this card. Otherwise, it's now useless. If I'd known that's what the ability was, I probably would have chosen some different cards at the start. I'm gonna use this now and try, because at least then I'll get a bit more damage going. So we'll damage everything by 2. But end turn. He'll kill one of them. Wait.
We'll ransack your temples.
Oh, it's the highest unit on the map, so he's killing his own units. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even notice. Oh, I kind of wasted it, my other card. But then again, he's going to kill his own guys. So it's not the end of the world. All right, so I'm putting out my armor 1. Yeah, and I'm going to truck them over so they boost him. And if I play this one, it will be safe because he'll be killing his own guys. Or I can use the 7. Yeah. Let's play the... Oh, no, actually, I played a card. I can't do another. Wait a sec. Yasadora says 5 mil is Irish, and quad that is UK Americans are 150 times that, and China is 4.5 times as us. So most probable on an English streamer, most people are Welsh. Okay, Yasadora. I've never heard that before. Is that really the statistic? That most people would be Welsh in an English stream? I find that slightly unlikely personally, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, yeah, no, try out the 7. No, his dice all drop to 6 now. Huh. So if I play my 7, he'll kill it. But at least it will damage. We'll start doing some damage to him. More damage to him.
Give me a time.
Okay, and I've got this. Oh no, who damaged that? Somebody damaged it. So it's only got 1 armor anymore, so I can only do 1 damage with it. Oh, what pain. Oh well, at least it's not destroyed, so I might be able to boost it up over time. We'll just have to see. This is not going well though, because of course he's got so much health. He's got so much health, and I've only got these last 4 cards, and after that I get no more cards. This one was useless. If I'd known, I'd have redrawn it. We might have to end up doing this twice. Yasadora says 1 + 1 = 11, and 10 + 10 is 20. But what if I told you that 11 + 11 is the same as 20 + 20? Because 10 + 10 is 20U. And 11 + 11 is 22. Oh, because you've used the words. Although it doesn't quite work that way. Because you put 20U and then you put 22. The phrasing isn't exactly the same. 11 plus 11 is the same as 20 plus 10, because 10 plus 10 is 20. 20. Yeah. And 11 plus 11 is the same as 20 plus 20. It's a riddle? But it rhymes, but a riddle that doesn't rhyme. That's very strange, Asadura. Where the F did you find that on the internet? Don't read that. I didn't finish that message. Oh, okay. Okay, I won't. I'll wait until you do finish the message, Asadura. Right then. So we've got to play one card. I feel like I should try and go for the boosts. He's gonna kill that one. I mean, I could put out another one and then hopefully on the next turn I can boost that one as well. Yeah. Oh no, is that the end anyway? Oh, that is the end. I have to end turn. Yeah, so he did. He killed the archer again, which is what we expected. But he now has a 7 out. Actually, he has an 8 out. So the 8s he's gonna kill now. So he's gonna kill the 8s now, which will be good. I'm gonna play the 7s. He's got 2 8. He's got 2 8s after all. Yeah. End turn. I could use that ability now, but I'm gonna save it. Try and get the boost, because he's still gonna kill that one. I've not managed to get this one saved up at all, have I? But I'm trying. I'm not likely to win this, but we'll see. So do another 7 and attack him again. That gave me yet 1 armor back. I'm going to end turn, and then I'm going to use her ability at the end, and I'm hoping it turn the tables. Yeah, smashed each other. And then in the next round... The next round is when he'd... Oh, yeah, they've killed that one finally. He's got an 11. Oh, well, the 11 he'll take damage from next turn. But this one I should now be able to use my loyal one and smash him with that as well. Well, a bit more damage. I could have maybe attacked the 5s, split the damage with them, but it's all good. And they've done... Oh, they've done random attacks, but they hit him. Ah, shit. Well, hopefully, yeah, the 11's... He's going to take out the 11, and that'll drop him another large amount. Okay, have you finished it now, Yasadora? It says, a riddle is a riddle because it rhymes, but a riddle that doesn't rhyme is a question. And a question that tells you something is a command. So that equals to you can't die in a living room or it's a dying room. You can't die in a living room or it's a dying room. Well, I mean... That would be the case anyway, wouldn't it? Because it'd be the room that somebody died in. Or are you saying that because it's called a living room, you shouldn't ever be able to die in it? That's really bonkers, Yasadora. That's very strange. I kind of like it, but yeah, very strange. Let's see. End turn. End turn. So kill you 11. Go on. Go on. Kill it. Okay, it's dropped him to 55. Give us all you got. He's played another. Unfortunately, that means he's going to kill my 10 on the next turn, but he'll take 10 damage back. So he'll drop. I'll drop to 22, but he'll drop to 53. But I could use the dual card and use the dual card to kill these 2 anyway. And then that'll be his highest card and he'll kill that. That's the only thing I can think of doing now. That might still work in my favor. I guess we'll just have to see. So I'll tell it, like, duel between you and you. Oh, wait, what? Can I not use it on him? Why not? Because it's a gold card. Cannot target bosses. Oh, bugger. Well, I could still use mine to take out the 5 then. I could still destroy the 5 and at least then... That's dropped them by 5. And then the 8 they'll destroy themselves that way. Oh no, he just killed the 5. He just killed the 5. That's it. Right, pass then. And then it's gotta. Oh no, but I didn't drop in numbers, so he. Yeah, no, he wins. I lose. I failed. I'll have to try again. Pretty much the same expression I had, Wilson. Like my brain needed rebooting. Yeah, that was an interesting riddle, Yasadora. Okay, we'll try again. And this time, I know what the rule is in advance, so I can hopefully pick better cards. That is what I hope I will do. So let's see what we got. Deploy random allies from your graveyard. I mean, that will let me keep rotating cards in, but I don't imagine that will be that useful. I feel like I should try and get rid of these ones, because they actually aren't going to be useful in this fight. At least. So we'll get rid of the dual one. Yeah, that's more useful. We'll get rid of the... There we go. The horn one. Because I imagine in this, it's probably better for me to play high number cards at the start, and then as he plays cards, he'll start destroying his own cards. That, I think, is the better option. Yeah. Yeah, and if I have lots and lots of cards on the battlefield that are all low number... have low numbers, that'll work in my favor. I don't know whether the bronze card one will be worth keeping. I'm going to keep it. I don't think I want these though. If I can get something better, that would be good. The armor one's useless. Get rid of that. Blitz one. There's another damage one. At least that will actually work. So let's go with this and see how we do. Yeah. Let's do this.
Gotta go!
Yasadora's come up with some more.
Sea Raiders here.
He's come up with more. But she said Sea Raiders here. Okay, she's just confused. That's what I skipped last time. So Yasadora he's brought some more. Shall I zoom out for a second? He's brought some more to our attention. I'm gonna read this dramatically. So we have 11 add a question is 111 add a question isn't 111. It's 1 plus 1 is 100. Well, you've just moved it up the screen, Yasadora. Don't go over the top, Yasadora. Don't go crazy. 111 add a question is 111. It's 1 plus 1 is 111. So that's over 100. But 1 plus 1 isn't 111. That is confusing. So that's over 100. So you move one step every one Welsh person eats a cookie, and then you die if you give you poison. It's in a dying room, so you won't die unless you die. Oh, this is you trying to explain the ones with the one Welsh person eats a cookie, and then you die. Huh. So they give you poison in a dying room, you won't die unless you die. But I thought we were talking about it because it was a living room. Huh. Why is bacon called bacon and cookies called cookied? If you cook bacon and bake cookies, so that would be a rhyme. So you can't solve a question that's a command, or you would build up an army and rule the UK. All of my riddles are commands for you to answer a question that are commands, so you can win and then get 1 million subs from my random comments. Because then I will be 6 years old and be class clown and algebra bad. That backtrack looks awesome, says Stu Bear. That's one of the locations, Stu Bear. So you know how to change it if you want to. If it's going to be the command from now on, unless I might make it a channel point redeem. I'm not too sure. It's just exclamation teleport, and it will teleport me to the locations of, hopefully, generally, of the game we're playing. Unless it's like I've specified it to only be one background, and then it won't work. At least that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. There you go. Beetle has attempted, and he has teleported me to the mining. That's the mining the mine village area, isn't it? Yeah. If I recall rightly from my time playing The Witcher 3. And then when I switch screens, it'll be back behind me there. Look, they actually all look kind of right for The Witcher, don't they? When I'm on the card, I look like a Gwent card, kind of. Almost. I'm gonna have to take my inhaler now because I'm dying. But let's have another go with this. Let's have another go. So we're gonna try and get him down as fast as we can. I've got this bronze one to make some bonus cards. I don't know how useful it'll be, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna start with the 8, I think, out. How many blitz ones have I got at the top here? These ones are all blitz cards. Okay, that works quite well. Because they do a lot of damage. But the thing with them, I think, is is to get them out when he's got loads of cards out so they all get killed, and then use my ability to damage a bunch of cards, buffing them by 5 only near the end, which will give us, like, hopefully a massive buff, basically. That's what I'm hoping. But we'll just have to see. Yeah. Oh, Stu Bear tried to do it as well. I don't know if it works straight away afterwards, Stu Bear. I think you have to wait I think it's on cooldown. Although before I thought it looked like Twitch and YouTube's commands kind of were separated. But I'm guessing this time it actually is working now as its own thing. That, or I have spelt teleport correctly, haven't we? Yeah. Sometimes I can't even tell if my own spelling's correct. Okay, Yasador, this is the last one I read. If you post any more after this, I'm not reading it because they're so long-winded. And if you fly, time moves with you. So that phone you have should blow up. That means you can time travel and get first class and bot give yourself 2011 subs and turn back to 2020 and play Fall Guys till you get Tolo. Okay, Yasador. It's almost gobbledygook now. It's entertaining, but it's very strange. Beetle, I am part Time Lord, good at teleporting from one time location to another. Well, this is the whole point of the show, Beetle. That this is the most meta show on Twitch. That we are live in every single telly in every conceivable universe simultaneously. Yes, and there's the weary warlord who has shown up. It's like you've been summoned by Beetle saying Time Lord. Is that why you showed up, warlord? It says Time Lord and we summon a warlord. Yeah. And Stuber says, yeah, we did literally put teleport at the same time. Wilson, I have one more. You're allowed one more, Yasadora. I'll give you that. You get one more readout of this strange stuff. And I'm gonna grab some inhaler. That's better. Okay. Yeah, no, I said, so I'm going to start with the... Let's go. I need to play this one at some point. So I'm going to start with that one.
Try to win them all.
Summon a bunch of dudes. End turn. And then I'm going to try the elf soup and see what we get. Because it seems to be very random what we get with that.
The gods speak to him.
But sometimes they can be very useful. So we'll have another go, see what we get. Oh, we got a Lyrian Arbalist. But for some reason, he's lower power than the ones I've got currently in my deck. Strange. Spying. Not seen this before. Warlord says, I heard from Simplarg in Dimension. Wait, how many numbers are there? I'm trying to work this out. In Dimension 2,350,528 that your stream wasn't available there. So just so you're aware. Yeah. I'll have to apologize to Simplarg then. Yeah. What we got? Damage all units in this row by 3. Whenever a unit appears on this row, damage it by 3. Oh, okay. But I'm not going to use that one. Because while that sounds like a really useful card, I don't think it's useful for this fight where I want his cards to actually be higher damage than mine so that he destroys his own cards. That seems to be it. I do like the little thing here. A trap's genius lies in its simplicity. Well, that is very true. That's why it's called Pitfall Trap Plus. Because it's upgraded. And the last one we got is, I'm not seeing this side before either. Lyrian Blacksmith. Play a trinket from your graveyard and give it doomed. Well, the only trinket I've got is the one that I've just got right now. Perhaps it will let me play the same one twice and summon another, maybe. I don't know. Either way, he's 7 damage, so he'll do more damage than the other card slightly. No, the other card will do 2 damage and then it will take damage. Anyway, maybe. Warlord says, have you heard Sony might have a damage control showcase later this year? Damage control? Damage control for what, Warlord? Have they screwed up in some way? I didn't think Sony had released any video games that had pissed people off. Not to my knowledge. I'm gonna sit up again. I've got my green screen closer than normal behind me because I've tried moving my desk so that I'm now sat square with my desk instead of, because before I had to have it in an angle. So I used to actually sit. I used to sit like this while I was playing, while we were streaming, and I just turned the camera so that I'd be in the middle. But it meant that my desk was at like a right angle to me. It was like angled to my desk, so it was a bit weird. So no, we've changed it. So I'm now sitting straight with the desk. I had to move the desk to make it do that though. At least it's better. It's better than it was. It's better than what it was, but I need to still learn to sit upright so that I learn better posture. Oh, the last showcase was a sort of poorly received online, like in chat rooms and stuff. You're just happy that Helldivers 2 is a thing. I was surprised by that, Warlord, mostly because I had seen another streamer called Nox, who comes by us a lot as well. He's recently got a copy of the new Starship Troopers video game, and it looked like the Starship Troopers video game. So we were like, oh, it's Starship Troopers, and then we were like, no, it isn't, because of course they've changed it, the entire like visuals, haven't they? So that it's like third person now. Yeah, so it's like third person instead of it used to be top down. Was it a top down view? Helldivers? Yeah, I think so. Oh, okay. You're treating me like I'm a TTS, Yasadora. I'm not a TTS. I'm a Wilson. You know what? I said it. I'm playing it.
Wilson! Wilson!
Okay, so I'm going to read this one really, really quickly. 0100101010101010101010101. Damn it, you moved the message. 00010010100100100100100. Damn it, you moved it again. Okay, I've lost place. I can't do this now. People posting things in chat while I'm trying to read it. Never mind. I should have scrolled up and then it wouldn't have moved. This is random zeros and ones. This is not binary. Yeah, I could tell it probably wasn't binary because you're not a computer, Yasadora. Well, I just know that Helldivers 2 is a massively better Arrowhead. Always make the best games. I definitely tried Helldivers. I'm fairly certain I did, because it was a PlayStation Plus title, wasn't it? So I kind of want to check that out again at some point and then compare it maybe to Helldivers 2 when it comes out. Maybe we'll play a bit of both back to back and see how they compare.
A viewer has changed the TV settings to ASCII.
Damn it! I forgot to make a black background for the card. I completely forgot. I'm an idiot. I'll have to fix it. Stubes, what the fuck are you doing? I know, I had to read the code. But that, because I said Yasadora I'd read one more. But that's it. I'm not reading your last one, Yasadora. I told you. I'm not reading any more than that one. Done it. You're done now. Any big blocks of tests, I won't read any more, Yasadora. Nerd says, I was looking for the elf soup card on the Googles and spotted a YouTuber cooking a recipe inspired by it. We need a Wilson cooking stream at some point. Well, I've often considered that might be worth doing a cooking stream. Yeah, because I do have a bunch of cookbooks for things like Destiny and World of Warcraft and whatever. So we could make something interesting live. One Piece. I've got the One Piece cookbook. Yeah. So this is the one I think I'm going to go for. I don't know if it'll actually trigger. That one might do like 1 extra damage, but I'm going to try this just to see if it works on the card that I just played. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. So if I play it now, I'm going to put it in that row. Oh, it did. It's let me replay the Elfin Soup card. So I can use the card again and play it again. And it's made another card. Okay, that's sick. That's actually worked. I like that. Yeah. Warlord, I have heard birds chirping about a Sony showcase this fall, and they might be acquiring CG Projekt Red. Do you really think that Sony will buy CG Projekt Red? Wow. Would they really do that? Isn't CG Projekt Red owned by like another really big publisher? I wouldn't have thought they'd sell that. Isn't it the same people that own GOG, or is GOG just owned by CG Projekt Red? The website, which of course is where we're playing this from right now. That would be bonkers though. Although I guess everyone would really hate it if you ended up with like the Witcher stuff becoming PlayStation only. Imagine that, Stu Bear. You'd hate them. You'd hate them if they made the Witcher PlayStation only. You can imagine the devs are really mad at their owners after the Cyberpunk debacle. Yeah, no, well, I imagine the devs are. Well, I gathered a lot of them didn't even know what the game was supposed to look like until they released trailers of it at E3 and stuff. Which is the same thing that happened with Anthem, which is immediately warning bells. The people who are working on a game need to be knowing what their end product's gonna look like, vaguely, prior to you releasing trailers of what the game's supposed to look like. That's stupid. Oh well. So we've got a bunch here. So we've got deploy, clear all row effects from your side. After 3 turns, I don't need that one really. After a different ally is played from hand, or move to the other row, move next to it and boost it by 3. So this one will boost one of my cards by 3, and it's an 8, and it's got 3 armor. That's fairly useful. Especially because if he trades with this, he'll take 12 damage, won't he? As well, and it's going to give me another boost by 3 if I have a chance to do it. He might kill that immediately. The other one is mark a unit. Every turn on turn start, damage it by 1. When the marked unit's destroyed, mark another random enemy. Or there's this one, which were for the remainder of the fight will do 1 damage per turn. So I could mark the actual big card, but I guess it depends. So how many cards have I got left, which means indicates how many turns I've got left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this will also give me, so this is the same, this is effectively the same as 8 plus 5, which is higher than 11. So I'm gonna, and he won't destroy that card very likely because other cards on the field will be much higher than him. So I'm gonna go with the cavalry. The strays are growing bolder. They're stealing horses from the bloody royal stables. The strays of Sparla, eh? So that is specific to this this game then. Right, I'm going to try that one. Let's put it there. It doesn't really matter where it goes, but I'm going to put it there. And we're going to mark him, and he'll just take damage now per turn. End turn. Yeah, he's going to kill the 7. I thought he would. But at least that's 7 off him. Yeah, see look, now it's boosted his guys, but now his guys are actually he's gonna kill his own cards. So I want to try and play something that's lower than 6, preferably. What's the blitz one? Well, the blitz ones just go out, and then I can summon another card with them, can't I? Or I could summon my 2. No, I'll do it now because then of course I can use them as I go. Though I need to summon these. Actually, no, I need to summon these beforehand.
TellyMote was used to mess up Wilson's VHS recording.
Thank you, Beetle. You have messed up the recording of my card. This is why the one thing I'm missing that I'd really like to have for this card is a filter, a video filter, to make me look like a drawing on the card itself. But I haven't been able to find a filter like that anywhere on the internet. Not for the streaming software. It's annoying, really, but oh well, we'll find it. Warlord says, I think that is just a rumor. I know the Anthem story is true, and I don't think CD Projekt Red would do that with a game that's been in development for 7+ years. Yeah. Oh, you didn't think they would do it with that, but they did. When they released that trailer of the gameplay, first gameplay trailer, because they'd announced it. You're right. They announced it like 10 years ago. Like, but all there was back then was like a picture. That was it. Just said Cyberpunk 2077, and that was back when everyone thought it was going to be an MMO and all. But yeah, I gather that when that first trailer came out, almost all of their devs hadn't seen that. They didn't know that that's kind of what they were trying. That's not what the end product was supposed to look like, kind of thing. They had a CGI trailer as well, or back with the original announcement. I feel like there was. I feel like you're right. There was like a little sizzle showcasey thing of like a girl with swords coming out of her arms. I feel like I remember that. And I remember seeing it, but then of course by the time Cyberpunk was actually announced, I'd forgotten about that original announcement because it had been so long. I'm gonna go for the one that summons a bunch of cards. Because I need to get rid of them anyway. I need to get rid of them anyway. I mean, I want to use her ability, but it's not worth me doing that until I've got maybe some of the attack ones out, which I'll be able to do in a minute, and it will do a lot more damage then. And at least then I'll actually get more damage out of these. This is already going a lot better than last time. Although, I mean, technically it's just that I've got more cards out. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, he's got an 8 and he's going to kill it. So I could use the blitz now. These two, I mean. And that will at least... that means I'll get 2 out of the buff. And then hopefully I'll have just enough turns left to buff these guys at the end. That's what I'm thinking. So let's play these so they do more damage. And then enemy turn. Oh look, we buffed him again. So he's now going to take even more damage from that card. There you go.
We'll ransack your temples, wipe ourselves on your vestments.
Oh, did we get to him saying that before? Yeah. Where he says, huh? Huh what? What did I do? Did I break it? Or am I confusing you with the mechanics of this gameplay? So you play this card and it does damage based on the number of cards on the row. Then if I use her ability, it does another 2 damage. Because that's its loyal ability. Damage a random enemy nearest to self by 2. And at the moment, yeah, he's killing the highest cards. So he's going to go after that one next anyway. But this is why I wanted to get these 2 out. Then use her ability to damage him even more. And then they'll do another 4 damage each. So 4, that's another 8 off of him. See? And now he's going to now trade with one of those. This is a very strange mechanic, this fight. The TellyMote, why is TellyMote being strange? What's TellyMote doing? Oh, you didn't know what that was. Oh, okay. Yeah, intercepted a dine. So it's a little puzzle. So if you put exclamation start, though I'm not sure if it will still work because your first message in response was her. But exclamation start, she gives you a giant script of code with like hashtags and stuff in it, and your goal is to basically pull out the numbers as fast as you can and type just the numbers back in chat. So she gives you #750 semicolon blah 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 blah. And you just type the numbers back in. It's meant to be a little game like the hacking from Fallout, a bit like that. Yeah. That's too complicated. It's not that complicated. You just look down it and go 00157 or whatever, and press enter, and then she'll tell you if you won, and she'll give you some TV points, which is my own point system that works on every platform, YouTube and Twitch and everything. Though I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to use it. I'm going to experiment with some new ones soon, so we'll see. Numbers, yuck. It's not maths, but I know what you mean. Okay, so. He's killed the 7. He spawned another 6. He's now got 2 8s. He's going to kill the 8s. That's good. Why is it? Oh, no. I don't want to pass. I want to play a card. Right, we're gonna get all the blitz cards out now. That's my current new goal. Yeah. Let's try and get the blitz cards in the same row.
Left.
In turn.
Right.
And then I can use the blitz cards to summon loads of cards at once.
Give us all you got.
And look, at the minute he's just killing his own cards, which is perfect. That's all we want right now. Let's summon another blitz.
Again and again.
Whether I want to summon one with the blitz right now, I mean, it's just these 5s, which I want because at the end I'll use her ability and it'll buff all of the ones with 5 to 10. So that hopefully will be enough to turn everything around. I guess we'll just have to see. But if he keeps destroying his own cards, that's perfect for us. Yeah. Which games do you think will be Game of the Year nominations this year? Well, at the moment, I want to say number 1, Starfield, because I am dying to play Starfield. I hope you all come along with me and we enjoy Starfield, because I'm going to do as a space scientist, as an Earth and space scientist, I will very much think we'll have some fun playing Starfield. You can't type. No, I knew what you meant. Don't worry, Lord. So I'm very much looking forward to Starfield. I feel like... What else has come out recently? Starfield will drop and land on its face so hard. No, we're counting on Starfield being good, Warlord. It's got to be good. And I'll fight anyone who says otherwise. Arr, arr. Yeah, no. I'm sure in theory. Yeah, no, in theory at least. But I think it will be. I don't think Bethesda, after the cock-up of Fallout 76, I don't think they'll release this in as half-assed state as they did with Fallout 76. So we'll just see. We'll see. If it has all the mechanics they promised, and it isn't too buggy, because a few bugs in a Bethesda game's are right, as long as they're the right kind of bugs. As long as they're bugs where somebody's head goes flying off or something when you say hello to them. people will laugh and they'll give it a pass. But if it's a bug like your save gets deleted, if it's a bug like your your PC crashes when you try to play the game, those kind of bugs will be completely unacceptable. Everything else, people will probably give a pass as long as the game's good. Bethesda's always a bug fest. Mods is always their saving grace. Yeah, I know. We'll see. One day we'll. I mean, I couldn't decide right with Starfield coming out whether I wanted to play it straight away on PC first, because I know that at some point there'll be some really interesting mods. But then I thought, well, maybe now, maybe what we do is we play through it on Xbox as my main game, my save game, the game we can't modify, and it's like a pristine one that we don't have to cock around with. And then if any interesting mods come out, we can just have a go with them on PC, and we can play around with the PC copy with lots of different modifiers. And that way I've got like a first playthrough account, and then I've got a thingy account, because it's going to be on Games Pass, so I'll have access to it on PC and Xbox anyway. And we might, you know, I might do some giveaways. We might give away some copies of Starfield, perhaps. That would be great, because I'd quite like to give away good games, and it seems like a good game. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16, you're right about that. Zelda definitely. Spider-Man 2 perhaps. An Armored Core. Now, I've never played an Armored Core. It is FromSoft, and all of their games are highly beloved, so whether that pans out well will be an interesting question. I need to end turn. Yeah. Yeah. Go on, destroy your number 8. What's he going to play now? He's played a 5, which has damaged his own card. Damage self by 3, then boost a unit in hand by 3. Ah, but it then boosted itself to 9. How did it go back up to 9? Or did this one boost it? Oh, trigger an ally's deploy ability and then heal it. Oh, so that he reused that up to 9 then. But he's going to destroy his own cards. That didn't exactly benefit him. And this card's still doing 1 damage to him per turn. Right, we're going to summon another Blitz. I'm not going to put it in that row, because I might get... I don't know how many... No, I've only got these. I don't think I'll get to them then. Which is a shame, because that would have done more damage, but it's all good. And then I'm not going to use her ability until I've got all of these Lyrian Scythemans on the field. Yeah. Which will... yeah, with all the Scythemans out, they'll all... If I've got 5 of them out, that'll boost them by another 5. So that's... Well, 5 times 5. So we're going to allow an extra 25 on my side. So, I mean, he's about to drop 18. So let's see how this goes. Bang, bang. Yeah, he's dropped another 18.
You've got stones, wench.
Why is he, like, dissing me? It was your own men that killed you. He summoned another 9. So most of his cards are, like, really high level. But that's not working in his favor, because he's damaging himself. Which is perfectly fine. That's what I want him to do. Okay. I mean, my highest is 7. So the most likelihood is he'll kill that one, which I hope he won't, because then when I use her ability, not this turn, but the next turn, when I use it, it will, it'll damage, sorry, I've lost my brain. It will damage one of these by 2 as well. Now he's brought out an 8. Although, when I use the ability, admittedly, now, I have to use it this turn, don't I? Because it's my last turn. So after this, I have to pass.
Aye.
Yeah, I've got to pass now. So now, we're just going to summon all of these cards.
Should have listened to me, old lady.
That's what we're going to do. Summon all 5 of them. Oh no, the next one was the deploy guy, which gives them all, it's re-giving them all their charges. Wait, hang on. I thought there was 3 of them in a row. Oh, it's random. I forgot it's random. Oh, so I can reuse the abilities. Woohoo! Okay, let's keep going. There's a damage. Damage him. Yes. Use the next one. There's a summon more cards. I can't fit any more cards on. I can't fit any more cards in the row. And then do another damage. And then use Maeve's. But this is going really well. This is hilarious. It's gone like this. Okay, then damage him again. And then everyone's just going to go ballistic. Attack, attack, fire, level up. Yes, yes. He'll kill one of my cards, but it'll just drop him another 10. So I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him, but I've won. Woohoo! That deserves a full-on double sound. We did it, guys. That was actually quite a tricky fight, but we managed to do it.
The Skelligers fought hard, fought bravely, brought mayhem. Yet the Queen's ordered, disciplined force won the day. The islanders seemed entirely undismayed at their defeat. A trait of theirs, I must admit, I've ever admired.
Well, you're right scrappy for landlubbers. Let me Goodman applaud you for your pluck, Queen. When we sup, me and the lads will drink your health.
So they were defeated, and then they just drink with us anyway. Like, well, you know, we tried, but you beat us, so never mind. Thank you for the fight. That's great. I love that. You're right, Scrappy, for landlubbers. Goodman applauds you for your pluck. See, if I'd managed to kill him, would this cutscene have played out differently? That's the one thing I haven't managed to figure out. Yeah. Oh, we got a new card. The Mardrome. That's a strange spelling. Bear. There's a bear. We're interested to find out. Oh, and you can punish the raiders or turn the Skelligers against Nilfgaard. Oh, well, I'll tell them to fight Nilfgaard with me. Might as well. Why would I say otherwise? Unless they manage to, like, join the Nilfgaardian later. That would be a bad idea. But no. We'll do that. We might as well gain new allies. You'd hope.
That we shall yet see, sir. We must know something first. What brings you this far inland? What drove you from the sea?
Meave asked, crossing her arms.
Ha! What always drives us? Looting and pillaging. The coast's picked
That's
clean
my
since
water.
long, so we set our longships up the Yaruga for gold and glory.
Oh, I think I left it
Amusing.
downstairs.
I always assumed you to be honourable folk.
And who dares to claim elsewise?
Your very actions do so. You've attacked
True.
a land preoccupied, a land already at war with invaders. But I suppose it makes sense. You've ever feared to attack Imperials.
The Queen
Ho
prodded gently.
ho! What a
What did you
diss!
say, wench?
Goodman had quickly turned red with rage.
I'll prove just how wrong you are, I will. Why, we'll be drinking mead from Nilfgaardian helmets for sundown. Follow me, lads!
Meave smiled as she watched the islanders
is
gather
great.
their gear and prepare to march.
This is quite entertaining.
She doubted not in the least that Goodman would honor his pledge.
Off they go. Fight. Okay, so 1 second. Yeah, Final Fantasy nerd. Yeah, no, I'm a Final Fantasy nerd. Weary. I've played probably most of the Final Fantasies, including spin-offs. Except I have never touched Crystal Chronicles. I've never done 11. But I also am ashamed to admit that I don't think I've finished most of the Final Fantasies I have attempted. I know I finished 4, definitely, but I don't think I ever finished, say, 1 or 2, maybe 3. I definitely only played the start of 6. Not sure about 5, but this is my point. Yeah, I've generally tried to do most of them. You played 3 entire sessions of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh, you've done 3 sessions of 7 Remake. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. That's sick. Were they different kinds of sessions, or did you just want to play through the game 3 times, or were you messing with the difficulty settings and stuff? 7 Remake was fantastic. I really like that. My favorite, and it's not really a spoiler per se. Not now, anyway. Not now. People then, of course, know who's behind the game now. But it was, of course, made by. Switch screens for a second. It was, of course, made by the guy that the Kingdom Hearts series. So I should have expected it, but it's the fact that no, not free playthroughs, free sessions. Oh, you've only turned the game on 3 times. Oh, okay. Ah, all right. And what did you think of 7 Remake? Because I thought it was fantastic. But yeah, no, they did a thing at the end where it comes up with the... Because this happens in Kingdom Hearts all the time. It comes up with the name. I've been teleported. Oh, we got teleported to the same place. I'm sorry, Stu Bear. I'll do it again, because that didn't work. Is it me, or does the sound, like, cut out halfway through? It was a bit weird. Clunky combat. You didn't like it. You didn't like it, Warlord. What is more your cup of tea, then? Is it the old school turn-based mechanics, or do you prefer actual action gameplay? What's your cup of tea? Oh yes, oh yes. There you go. That's worked. So I like this one as well. Look with the. This is one of the ruins, and you can see the ruin there. Actually, I'm not sure if you can see. I'm not sure if it's still visible. But that's. Oh, damn it! Why have I forgotten? Why have I forgotten some of the witches' names? Which was the main witch in The Witcher again? The one that he's always going around with. Why have I forgotten her name? I feel like a complete plank. I'm having a dyslexic moment. Took some getting used to. But when Tifa and Jesse... Yennefer. Yeah, no, that's Yennefer right there, just inside that doorway. You can just see her. She was stood there when I was taking the picture, and I thought, oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, you could just see her, like, elbow. No, it was Yennefer. Yes, I think it was Yennefer. Yeah. Took some getting used to, but when Tifa and Jesse became more prevalent, it was fantastic. You mean the further you got into the game? Yeah, yeah. No, what I was just mentioning is, yeah, at the end, it did the thing from Kingdom Hearts where it comes up with the name and then it moves the name around. So it ended up instead of saying Final Fantasy VII Remake, it said Remake Final Fantasy VII, and that's when you finally like twig that the whole premise is that you're altering the entire timeline. You're like, oh, and then it's also like but he's so known, but he did it in every single Kingdom Hearts game, where it would be like unlock Kingdom Hearts, and it would do stuff like that. It would take the name of that particular game and like move things around so that the meaning was slightly different, which is really cool. All right, I'm gonna zoom in. And if anyone says, "Oh, it's a spoiler," it's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler at all, because the game is called Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's in the title before you play the game. He just made it more obvious at the end in a way that was impressive.
It appears Nilfgaard's not yet turned its forces towards the capital. We're likely to encounter no more than pathfinders and foragers.
We're just pulling up resources now. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Yeah, I feel like we've rambled for a while, guys. So I'm falling a bit behind, aren't I? Let's try and we need to at least try and get to the next main story beat today. See who else we can destroy. Or is this one of the puzzle ones? Oh wow! Snap! I've found like a golem. All right. Okay. Golem time. According to legend, a mage by the name of Cornelius the White once lived in Cridum. Following a conflict with town elders, he was forced to escape with haste. Before fleeing, however, he hid his entire fortune in a nearby crevasse. Aware other residents would seek the treasures for themselves, he dared not leave it without a guardian. And there is one of my men being accosted by a giant flying rock. Custom deck puzzle special rules. So this is, this will be a specific setup for me to try and solve. Final round. And there's just this one card. Boulder. We've seen this before, haven't we? If there are 3 or more copies of this unit, combine them into a lesser Dao. Spawn 2 boulders if you destroy it. Is that what Death Wish is? Trigger this ability to move to the graveyard. So if I destroy it, it will make 2 more boulders anyway. And if there are 3 or more less Dao, combine them into Dao. And if you kill him, it spawns more Dao. How the hell are we going to do this? So if I destroy 1 boulder, it'll make more boulders. This is going to be confusing. I like the look of the phrase at the bottom. Someday, when you are older, you could get hit by a boulder. It's so random. What the hell has it given me then? So I've got the deploy cards. We don't have Maeve's ability for this fight. We have a forager. Restraint. Cannot target bosses. When it spawns the big one, is that counted as a boss? Sure. Destroy the unit to the right and boost self by its power. If it's an artifact, boost self by current power instead. If it's an artifact. Alright. Are any of my cards artifacts? I don't think they'll be artifacts. No, that doesn't make any sense. Boost self by current power instead. Trigger the ability when played. If you'll not be needling it, I'm willing to take it off your hands. Is one of those guys that scavenge the battlefield and steal from the dead. What a bastard. Utter bastards. But oh well. Spawn 2 light infantry. They have that ability where they do damage when destroyed, etc. I mean, it hasn't told me. It says eliminate all foes, so it's saying I have to destroy the boulder. But if I kill a boulder, it'll make more boulders. Right, yeah. So it sounds like I'm going to have to destroy all the boulders to summon the boss, destroy the boss, and then destroy the things the boss turned into. Unless I destroy the Dao as we go. But I'm going to have to spawn 3 of them. Yeah, I'm going to have to spawn 3 of them to get rid of all of the boulders. At least I think that makes sense. Because every boulder I destroy is going to make another boulder. Unless they just combine. We'll just have to see how this goes. Because I honestly have no idea what to do right at the minute. I could start with him so that he starts gaining damage for the entire row. That sounds useful. Warlord says, someday when you get older, you can get hit by a boulder. It's not likely if you do. It's not likely, but if you do, don't tell me I haven't warned you. Yeah. That would be quite a story, wouldn't it? End turn. I'm not too sure what the point of this one is. Destroy the unit to the right. I can't play it on the opposite side, can I? No, I can only play it on this side. Destroy unit to the right. What's the benefit of me doing that? I feel like we'll find out what they're for at some point. Unless I play it with like nothing on the right. But as I said, I don't really understand the point of doing that. Well, I could spawn these dudes in. Oh, actually, I can damage the ones that have Death Wish. Because they'll at least do damage to the enemy then. Because that's what will spawn in when I summon this guy. The tricky thing is that I need to be doing damage to the boulder. So it maybe is best if I now use the Blitz cards. Let's see. What is your definition of a JRPG? Well, mine would be Japanese role-playing game because I know that's what it stands for. But then I feel like the way people use that word has changed slightly in the last several years. Yeah. There's a big debate right now in the FF community. How so, Warlord? Tell us how. What do you mean? What are they debating? Because if they're debating whether or not Final Fantasy is still a JRPG, they are all JRPGs because they're all made by Square Enix. Regardless of what the gameplay is like. And they're all still technically role-playing games, I think. But that's the thing that's often a little bit more confusing. What do you count as a role-playing game? I've always wondered exactly, like, there's no specific definition, I feel. Right, now I need to get some damage in. So I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we're going to damage the boulder. That's going to spawn 2 more boulders. Yeah. Right. Now I'm very much like, do I now damage the road? Is that the best method? If I just destroy one and it summons a lesser Dao. I don't know. It looks like it has 5 damage. I feel like that's the best thing at the minute. If I just damage one. Although it's better if I use the least amount of damage right now. I think. I don't know. I guess we'll see in a second. Because what I'm going to try and do then is just, summon him to destroy that card. Which will do damage. Kill one. Just spawn 3 and it will turn into that card. Oh no, so its ability is if I kill it, it will spawn 2. It will spawn 2 and they'll turn into the big one. Right, so I'm going to do the 5 damage exactly to get that killed. That's my next plan. So I want to spawn it and do another 5 damage. So I'll eat that card there. That'll do another 5 and kill it. And that'll spawn 2 more. And then they'll combine. Oh no, it's as if there's 3. Oh no, so I still need to do another 5 damage. This is getting tricky. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to do enough damage at the end to kill these guys. Oh dear. I'm new in the community and I'm more up to date on the news. On the news, what rather than the debate? Oh, okay. I mean, what have you been playing, or is it as you've said, Final Fantasy Remake is the first Final Fantasy you've sort of played? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to use this one to deploy and damage 1. That will spawn me another 2. They'll turn into a big one. Oh, after 2 turns on turn start, destroy all enemies. Well, I'm very lucky because I can now kill this. Because if I use the armor, it'll do 7 damage. I can end turn, summon the next card,
We must trust each other.
which will let me use the... Oh no, I've only got 1 damage on it. Oh no! Oh no! And now he's killed all my men. Oh, I did things in slightly the wrong order then, so we failed. Should I do a death? We were doing deaths if I failed, didn't I?
Here, watch.
I should have done one earlier, but I forgot. Yeah. Basically, people are saying JRPGs have had patterns that people connected to the terms like turn-based, story-driven, anime-style visuals and stuff like that. Well, yeah. But the thing is, it's still on paper just down, isn't it? Just still on paper down as that it's a role-playing game that's made in Japan. That's what it should be. I think we're gonna have to have a look. We're gonna have to have a look here. So I'm just changing to my desktop. We're changing to the desktop channel, and I'm gonna set up a. There we go. Set up a monitor so we can actually have a search. So I'm gonna search JRPG. Yeah. I'm gonna search JRPG and find the definition. I'm not clicking any of these. I'm looking for the wiki. History of Eastern role-playing games. What about Japanese role-playing games? Do they not have a specific page for that wiki? For while I do this as well, I'm just gonna switch. We're gonna switch the music over while we have a quick look here. Traditional live-action role-playing games. A traditional, so it says traditional and live action. What counts as a traditional JRPG then? What makes that so specifically different? Let me zoom in again so we can have a big. So they don't consider Final Fantasy JRPG anymore, especially 16. But it's usually American weebs that say this, I think. I love how Americans have the audacity to say what is and isn't Japanese. Yeah, no, I know. Bollocks, right? Is there a traditional? This is just listing specific games, which I don't think should count. Oh, and it's got its own subcategory called role-playing video games. Yeah. This excludes role-playing video games in Japan. Why does it exclude role-playing games? I'm confused by that. CRPG redirects here. For Canadian Forces Reserve. Alright, that's weird. Or computer role-playing game. That's what CRPG means. Okay. It's a video game genre where the player controls the actions of a character. Or several, immersed in some well-defined world, involving some form of character development by way of recording statistics. I don't think many games considered role-playing involve statistics anymore. Not all games include leveling anymore. Oh yeah, role-playing has its origins in tabletop games. That I know. And used lots of the same terminology and game mechanics. Developed storytelling and narrative elements, played character development, complexity, as well as replay value and immersion. So this is generally like, you know, an immersive game where you play a role would be a role-playing game. That's how I've always sort of pigeonholed it anyway. You think traditional is basically turn-based games like Pokemon FF and like? Yeah, we'll have to see what it says. If I go to video game... no, sorry. Oh, no, that's it. Oh, no, there's one more. There it is. Japanese role-playing games. There's a subcategory. Oh, but then it just opens up... It just opens up a list of the games. It doesn't open up other specifics. And look, you've got Kingdom Hearts in here. Kingdom Hearts, then. is just considered that according to Wiki anyway. And of course, Kingdom Hearts is a live action game. The point is that you're any game that involves stats is the main thing. If you have statistics like that include health and anything else, that itself just makes it a role-playing game regardless, because it originated from tabletop role-playing games. I don't think you can argue anything else other than that. I mean, the only ones, like, if a game's a hack and slash games can be role-playing games if you have stats, is my point. And it's in, as they say, a well-defined world, and you're playing a role in that world. To be honest, the definition of RPG has been sort of blurred by genre blends lately as well. Yes, you do get some weird things, but action RPG has always been a thing anyway. Most games have RPG elements nowadays. Yeah, no, you can't say that it's not. I mean, I'm sure if we search Final Fantasy 16, yeah, Wiki will say it's a role-playing game. It's an action role-playing game. That's it. Maybe you'd call it a JRPG, as in Japanese action role-playing game, but it's still a JRPG. It's just an action variant. There's no other, sure, no, action role-playing. You can't put it in it. You can't put it any other way than that. That's it. That's it. So I don't care like what people in the Final Fantasy community say otherwise. It's an action role-playing game. Stuff a sock in it, you sods. Right, that technically isn't the main game screen, so I'm just going to switch it back to the main game screen. There we go. That's the channel. I think we should just yeet the term out the window. Well, people have said that for years. People have always said that they want to get rid of the Metroidvania term and they want to get rid of the Souls-like term because people hate using them. Are we playing Gwent? We are playing Gwent, Stewberry. We're just debating whether all these new Final Fantasies are actually RPGs. We don't say American. No, you say Western RPG, Warlord. I mean, we're in the West, so we don't necessarily say Western RPG, but they are considered Western RPGs or Japanese RPGs. That tends to be the pigeonholes. Okay, we're going to restart now. I've died. Let's try and solve this without screwing up. So it worked the way I expected it to. I think the problem I had was I needed to use that ability earlier. Yeah. I needed to use that ability earlier so I could do an extra bit of damage at the end. So the first bit of damage I need to do is with this card. So I need to play it. I need to play it immediately to do the first damage of 1. Now we've worked out how I failed. Also, I'll switch the music back over as well. Okay, summon that. End turn. Play Reynard.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
No, I've just screwed it up. Can I restart immediately? Yes, restart. Because I needed to do the move first. I needed to do the move before I did the respawn one. Yeah. Oh, but then which do I... Well, maybe I should use this one first. Yeah, okay, no, that's it, okay. I just had the order slightly wrong, again. So play that. I can't use that yet because he doesn't have any armor. Then play an attack card, which will do 1 damage. Oh, that's even better, because then it will summon those 2. Yeah, which is perfect. And then I use this to damage both of them at the same time. Kaboom, kaboom, and that will summon all of them, and they'll immediately turn into that one. End turn. Okay, good. Then spawn the light infantry. Are Chinese RPGs called CRPGs then? I don't know what people call Chinese RPGs. It'd be interesting to know. Be interesting to know if people have a special term, or whether they're just called Asian RPGs. Because nobody says Eastern RPG. I've never seen that written down anywhere. But then again, are there many Chinese role-playing games? There's maybe a few. I mean, technically, wouldn't which one is it called? I've gone and forgotten off the top of my head. Yeah, we're now going to, exactly. We're now going to use these 2 dice to do the 5 damage. That's what we should have done in the first place. Right. because I'd worked that part out at the start, then I just screwed it up. So damage, damage, destroy, spawns these two. Or do I use him to do damage to both of them at the same time? Oh no, because we only want to damage one of them so that they combine into one. Yeah, no, if I damage them both, that would go badly. Because then you'd spawn 4. Okay, no, just kill the one. End turn. Summon the card to do Death Wish 5. Kill one of them. Spawn another 2. Combine into 1. And now I have 2 turns basically to kill it. So first turn. Or should I have played him before now? Oh, crap sticks. I guess we'll just have to see. After 2 turns on start. If I've screwed this up again, then I'll know what to do next time. So firstly, I'll play him first so he does more damage.
We must trust each other.
That'll now do 6. End turn. No, he's killed them all. I should have maybe plus that and then used him, but then he still wouldn't have done enough damage. Yeah, no, I've done it again. I've screwed it. Pass. Why wouldn't it pass? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it died.
Hold on, Chewbacca.
Miss Struthers,
Restart.
don't forget the gift we gave you, the child in carbonite.
It's Gion. Hello, Gion. Welcome to the show. We're struggling with this, but then again, I think I'm fairly certain I know what I did wrong. I just did the order off by like a move, but we know what order we need to do them in. So play him first, end turn. Then we play the attack card, damage him, end turn. Then I'm gonna attack these 2 at the same time. Bang bang, bang bang, goody goody. What's it? Spawn in, turn into him. Yep. Then this time I'm going to remember to cast him straight away. Because it doesn't matter what order I play these 2. I just need to play them before we spawn the last card. Yeah, I just have to play them before I play the last card. End turn. Spawn him in.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
Regen his ability. End turn. Then play the 2 damage cards.
One man's battlefield is another
Destroy.
man's right path
Damage.
for
Destroy.
harvest.
End turn. Next one. Destroy. Damage. Respawn. Combine. I mean, I can use this now, or I could use it after. It doesn't really matter at this point. But end turn. And then on my last turn, damage. And destroy. Done. Finally. Gion, hello, card game. Yeah. It is a card game. But we did it. We killed him and summoned a Moriana runestone. Can be found in the command tent. So we've got 2 new cards recently. So I actually should double check what they are because I haven't done so. So we're gonna go and have a look at that now. So in my tent, we now have 2 new cards. How are you? How was your weekend, Gion? Did anything interesting occur? Yeah. Oh, I missed what you said there, Warlord. Yeah, back in the day, JRPGs is a certain style. But now, just like Western ones, they've widened their portfolio so you don't really know for sure what the game is like just based on nationality. Well, yeah. I mean, generally nowadays, they are just all role-playing games. Really. So saying that a specific role-playing game is from a certain place to indicate what the game might be like, you're right, doesn't really mean anything anymore. Unfortunately. But yeah, that's how it is. Oh, I've got some of those foragers now. Have I? Or no, it's this time 0. So maybe I actually don't have any of them. Huh, I guess I don't have any of them, but it's showing me them because I've unlocked the concept of them. War wagon. Well, I've already got all them in my deck anyway. Where's this new one? Oh, there we are. Moriana runestone. Heal all allies and boost them by 2. If a unit's current power is lower than the base power, restore it to either base power or by the amount specified. I grow faint at the very sight of it. Sorry, it's Morana runestone. I was mispronouncing it, wasn't I? What's this? Crushing trap. Did I have this already? Oh no, this is just showing me it because we've seen it. Okay. Where the hell is my... Oh, this is the other one. This is the other new one. Transform a damaged unit into a bear. Summons a bear. Bear, 22 damage. No ability. Cannot target bosses. Eat this and close your eyes. You might be in for a surprise. That's a good rhyme. So it's saying that you eat one of the mushrooms, you turn into a bear if you're injured. That's interesting. Being an outsider, walking in late, I will say that Japanese things still have some subtle quirks, though in the writing that weebs might overlook. I mean, Japanese humor has Japanese trends anyway. That's just standard. That isn't anything new. Okay, what we're doing? Well, I feel like we should try some of these. So I might take the dual one off. Yeah, I'm going to take the Flake Florent off, and we're going to put on that one. And I kind of want to try the bear one instead of the soup one. Although that was fun, like seeing what stuff we got out. But yeah, I'm going to try the bear one on. Unfortunately, we can't have any more trinkets than that at the minute. We only get 3 currently. Yeah. But yeah, we'll close that. See what we can find next. Wallace says, I mean, an example is the Western character that's almost a parody of Americans. Oh, you mean like how Japanese games sometimes have a Westerner in there, like Blonde, who does weird stuff? I mean, that can happen in some things. In anime mecha, sometimes you get like foreigners coming from like Germany and all sorts, so they end up with some very strange personality traits. It is true. Let's go round. There seems to be some stuff in there that I've missed, so let's go back over. Was it on the map? Oh yeah, it is. Loot. Oh, so there, but that I can't get around there yet. Come on, Maeve, let's go. It's actually kind of making me want to up her movement speed again now. But no, we'll just clear this area first. These guys have anything to say? Hey, where are you going? Come on. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, just grab the resources and then we'll carry on. Come on, Maeve. What are you doing? What are you doing? Because we've not been able to get into anywhere south yet. That's going to unlock some new stuff on the map for us, so I'll do that now. Ka-ching! What do we got? Question mark. Puzzle down there. Question mark over there. Yeah. Okay, good. What's this then? New concept.
The Nilfgaardian invasion necessitated certain steps. Neve had dispatched scrolls to her garrison commanders, based upon which they were to announce general musters. She'd hoped that by the time she reached Crydam, fresh recruits would be waiting to join her growing force.
Yeah.
Alas, the commander of this fort, one Sergeant Griggs, had only bad news.
Your Majesty, I've not the numbers to man the walls even. The call to arms brings few new recruits and more men desert each day.
Oh,
Folk
how
are terrified
come?
something awful. They don't believe in victory.
Why? We're winning. I thought we were winning. I mean, I don't know what's going on in the cap, but yeah, I guess we'll find out there. Make a speech, offer soldiers more pay, or press them into service. I feel like I could make a speech. I mean, we could offer more pay, but I'm gonna go for the you should be honorable people, join the army type thing. We're gonna do that.
They don't believe in victory?
The Queen rose from behind the table, toppling her chair.
Then let them hear how I smashed the Blackclads at Dravograd.
Yes!
Quick as can be, the commander gathered all Crydam's
That's what I wanted it to
inhabitants in
do.
the central square.
Smash them.
Neve stepped out in front of the crowd and recounted her most recent victory. The folk of Crydam listened with bated breath.
And so, we must stand together. Fight, arm in arm. Be a wall against which black-clad hordes will be dashed.
The townsfolk
That's not a bad shout.
responded with
It's not a bad
thunderous applause.
speech.
Yet enthusiasm is rarely long-lived. That born of Neve's fiery words had dispersed after but a few days. No new volunteers joined the garrison, and the townsfolk hid from Sergeant Griggs to avoid being pressed into service. Neither the towns nor the Queen's
Didn't
own
get
company
anyone.
were
Wow.
reinforced, and Neve left Crydam angry as a wasp.
That's annoying. So I should have technically offered the money then, but yeah, I wouldn't have thought that would technically. I mean, you'd have thought that they would be on. What's the word? What's the patriotic? And they'd join. Anyway, yeah. And Warlord says, honestly, this might be the data started by the conservatives that prefer hopelessly outdated turn-based combat games. Well, they're not hopelessly outdated. They still make turn-based games all the time. The most recent, I mean, technically they were JRPGs then. The most recent Yakuza games were all turn-based. Yeah. This is not the JRPGs I grew up with in the 90s, not my JRPG. Stop improving and progressing Japanese game design. I like the old style. But yeah, there's times the old style definitely works, and I feel like they definitely do need to make some more turn-based games. The most recent One Piece game, that was turn-based as well. And they've both been highly well-received games. I just feel like... I think Square Enix thinks nobody wants turn-based games anymore. Because I don't know, if they made one that was turn-based again, I think it would sell a lot better than they actually think it would. That's my take on it anyway. Yeah. That's shite though. So nobody joined us. Although I did gain some morale, it seems. So I've given morale to my own troops, but that was it. And Nerd says we do not want turn-based games. Why do you not like turn-based games, Nerd? What about them do you not enjoy? Turn-based games are reaching for gimmicks these days. No, they're not. How do you mean? I used to argue for turn-based games, but at this point, the only game I'm still playing are tabletop likes. No, you said you... Oh, no, you said we do... Oh, no, you said you do want them. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That was my dyslexia. Oh, yeah, my dyslexia added the word not into the sentence, even though it isn't there. Okay, yeah, that was my bad. Sorry, Nerd. I'm an idiot. I'm very dyslexic. Oh. I'm a fail. No worries. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Do I have a sound for that? I might still have that sound. Oh no, it's gone from my list. I used to have one. I'll use this one. That'll do. That'll do.
No will to fight amongst the common
No will to fight.
No spirit at all.
Well, that's it. This was pointless. We came to this village and like gained nothing. I should have maybe offered them the money. I've got plenty at the minute, and we can't use any to build any of my anything else currently, except the movement speed upgrades, and I don't want that if I can help it. Oh, contract? Will that get us gold? I wouldn't mind gold. Wait, hang on. But have I got it? Is it like a letter? Where did she put it? Proclamation. No, that's not it. Reports. Keys? Maps. Well, we still got Malcolm's map. We ain't found this spot yet. I forgot about that. Card fragments. Now we've almost finished the deuterium bomb. Almost. What arguments do you have in defense of turn-based other than them still existing? Well, the main point is that you can do a lot more strategy with turn-based games than you can in action games. In fact, they still mostly do turn-based games with that sort of XCOM style, don't they? Like there's ones where you like position your men and stuff like that. Like that turn-based games can do in real time can't in a better, more tense way. It is strategy. And I still think you can have much better looking attacks and special attacks from a turn-based setup because they can put more effort into the animation. Sometimes, I mean, yeah, fighting games can have really flashy special attacks, but usually you'll only have one or two based upon a particular bar that you need to fill up in real time, and then you do some button input to pull it off. I'm thinking of Naruto and things like that in the back of my head. But yeah, you can do a lot more. You can do a lot more when you have a list of different special attacks. I do agree that towards the end, Final Fantasy made their own turn-based games less interesting in that regard because they made them like 13, for example. You can just beat by just hitting auto attack again and again and again. But turn-based games have repetitive animations anyway. But no, that's only if they make it that way, Warlord. Like most of the what am I thinking? Most of like the Paper Marios and things like that. All the different moves in that have different animations, and a lot of them also have real-time inputs quite often as well. So you actually play it like an action game where you have to do the inputs, but you still pick the move. Yeah. Like, I understand that if turn-based actually had combos that would make the animations varied. Well, yeah, some of them do. Some of them do. There was a really old one I quite like called Bait and Katos, where you chose your moves based off a card hand that you had, and if you picked them in certain orders, it would change the combo. You haven't seen that one? No, I'm not surprised. That was really old. It was on like it was an old Namco Bandai, or was it Capcom? No, it's Namco Bandai, because it had because you could if you managed to get every single fruit card in the game and you managed to draw them all in your hand at the same time, you could actually summon Pac-Man. That's a tabletop like. Well, maybe, but I mean, it was just a different method of selecting the attacks in my mind. Yeah, I don't understand where this bounty is then. She said there was a bounty on a beast. Has it put it on the map? I don't see anything different on the map than what we currently had available. There's a collecting item that I didn't grab. There's a bit of gold. Come on then, we'll head it this way. There's a question mark, this one was, wasn't it? And an item. We'll have to see. Your Grace, in the cottage lives a herbalist whom the local peasants hold in high regard. Her potions and ointments have healed many wounds, saved many lives. Do you wish to procure remedies from her stock? Well, it's just literally, do you want a card piece for 75 gold? Well, yes, I do. So that'll give me the Dimiterium bomb. I always mispronounce that. So we now have unlocked that card. I'll check it. I'll check it next chance we need to. There's a fast travel point. There's some stuff we can search up and there's some stuff we can search down. So we're going to go up first. Maybe that's what the question mark is. Maybe that's the beast. So that could be it, that we already had it on the map, so it didn't add it. Milady, the hovel's resident, a peasant by the name Bogan, has word for you. He claims he saw someone under cover of night bury some sort of treasure near the orchard. For a small sum, he offered a sketch of the map to where to look. So I can get a map for 50 gold, or I can lash him and get the map. Now, I will buy the map. I don't see why I need to lash the bloke. Okay, let's carry on. That is, unless he was lying. If he lies, then I'll go back and lash him. You never lie to a queen. Let's get more recruits. We've got 6. That's good. Here's that top question mark. So it's not an enemy. What is this?
As Meave and company traversed the ruddy meadows, strident voices reached their ears.
I beg your pardon. I've heard enough. A duel. I challenge you to a duel.
Lost me water.
A duel? Nonsense.
It's all right.
I'd sooner lay you across my lap and give your ass a thorough flailing, you scoundrel.
Approached the arguing parties. 2 nobles, Lords Cartwright and Mansfield. Quickly she ascertained they were up in arms over ownership of an orchard lying between their estates. Assisting both nobles, their kinsmen, armed to the teeth, prepared to leap at each other and crush heads.
Right. Are we going to join in the fight, or do I have to sort it out some other way? I wonder. You have a friend that despised turn-based games for years before you started doubting them, and he loved tabletop games. Well, that doesn't mean anything. People just... It often seems to be like turn-based is very much a Marmite. Some people really like it and some people really don't. I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever been able to identify exactly why some people don't like it and some people don't. It could just literally be whether you growed up seeing people play them or not. Because if you did, I feel like a lot of people just like turn-based. Yeah. I mean, hell, that new one by the guys that made Genshin Impact, their new one, Star Rail, that's a turn-based game for mobile phones and PC. Yeah. But turn-based video games for some reason feel less interesting. Where are you getting that? Where are you getting that from? Feel less interesting, because 9 out of 10's real-time smooth combat would be more exciting. That doesn't mean anything. Like I said, you can make the animations. You can make the animations as amazing as you want in a turn-based game. So there's no reason a turn-based game or a live-action game would look any worse than the other. It really just comes down to preference. Complete preference. And whether it's a role-playing game or not is, again, completely down to whether the devs decide to make it that way. Yeah. There's just as many turn-based games made nowadays as there were in the past. It just is whether or not people like the person that plays the game likes that kind of gameplay. Really, there really isn't much difference otherwise.
Upon spotting Meave, the lords lowered their voices, bowed, and presented themselves. Yet
Okay,
they could
they've
not
noticed
keep
her
their
show
eyes
up.
fettered long and were soon casting aspersions again.
Your Grace, Mansfield has seized it. No, stolen my land. Land
Ooh.
that has been in my family for generations.
We've got a real
It is
debate
my
here.
recompense for your reckless deeds. To burn down me mill in Furchin for a bit of sawdust in your flour? Well, I never.
A bit. Oh, let me at him.
Ha!
Farman's taken ill, cook's feverish, all from that manure. You are a fraud, sir. A fraud and a thief.
These guys proper hate each other.
Though she faced the not at all trifling matter of the Nilfgaardian invasion, Meave agreed to settle the dispute. Reynard, who knew the history of every Lyrian and Rivian family 7 generations back, served as her advisor.
No doubt
Okay.
I would find for the Cartwrights. They are in the right here as regards the title to the land. Yet your grace must consider the Mansfields have ever served the crown and never delayed payment of tribute. Whereas the Cartwrights are litigious charlatans who owe the royal treasury thousands, many thousands.
Well, could I not claim the land? Could I not claim the land then myself as a payment for basically for them not paying their dues all this time? Ought to the orchard to be divided? Let Cartwright keep the orchard or grant Mansfield the orchard? I mean, Mansfield could have been a cunt with the flour, but then we don't know. We don't know that. We can't prove that. All we can prove is based on Reynard's memory of the histories that the Cartwrights owe us money and that the Mansfields don't. And the Cartwrights do own the land, but then again, although I feel like Mansfield's is a dick if he has taken the land for himself for no reason other than he feels like he deserves it. That's technically a crime in and of itself. He is technically stealing it. So maybe we should force them to divide it, though I'm sure they'll be really pissed off. But neither of them are technically in the right here. And if they can't settle this like men, then we're gonna have to force them to flip in. But if I divide it, I feel like one of them's gonna destroy it anyway. We'll see. Diablo 1 was supposed to be turn-based. I never played Diablo 1, so I have no idea. The action role-playing game was basically invented by accident because a Blizzard employee experimented with timed turns instead of action points. Do you mean Diablo 1's variation of action? Because action role-playing games existed way before Diablo 1. When did Diablo 1 come out? When did Diablo 1 come out? I bet you it did not come out that long ago. Looking for... Why can't I see it? Diablo video game. 1997. Yeah, action role-playing games existed way before that. Way before that. There's no way Blizzard can take action role-playing game. There's no way Blizzard can take like credit for that. Yeah. All game listed the following games released prior to 1984 as action RPGs. So there were action RPGs since the 70s. So 20 years later, Blizzard make an action RPG. It may be that they he accidentally created that, but yeah, no, Diablo, Blizzard, there's no way Blizzard invented action RPGs. Action games have existed since the start of role-playing games. They maybe, they've changed quite a lot more than turn-based games have. Probably. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say action role-playing games have changed considerably more. Because there's lots of different ways of instigating the action, effectively. And there's lots of different ways of integrating the role-play aspect to action games. I still can't make up my mind here. Does anyone want to give me some input? Do we give it a Cartwright, Mansfield, or divide it? If I could easily do it, I'd make a what's the phrase? I'd make a a poll, but we've got a poll running at the minute. If you people weren't aware, we have a poll for The Last of Us because we're playing part 2 from this coming Wednesday. So the poll is whether you think I'll die more in part 2 than Last of Us part 1, whether I don't die, or whether I'll transform into a goldfish. The ultimate irony would be if I actually made something to turn into a goldfish. That would be entertaining, wouldn't it? I'm just gonna have to split it. I don't want to, but I don't want to let the Cartwrights have it if they've been avoiding the flipping fees all this time. But I don't want to give it to the Mansfields if they just decided that they deserve the land and just took it for no reason. Yeah. They haven't paid taxes. Mansfield gets it. Yeah, no, that's my point. Is like they haven't paid taxes. But Mansfield, like I said, Mansfield has just decided to lay claim to the land for no reason whatsoever. Like other than a personal dispute, he's just gone, "Oh, well, I'm going to take your land." Like that technically is a crime. This is why I'm like, should I just get them to flipping divide it? But this is one of those where there's no right answer. So we're going to go with Mansfield. We're going to go with Mansfield.
You must go to the vassal unburdened by debt. This is what I prefer,
said Meave.
Thus I declare it Mansfield's.
But the law clearly says...
I am the law, Cartwright.
Lord Cartwright moved to debate the matter further, but a snort from Reynard reminded him he stood before his liege. Mansfield, content, made an ample contribution to bolster Meave's force and the realm's defense.
That's nice. Okay, we're getting some benefits out of it, but I swear the Cartwrights are going to do something bad. The Cartwrights are going to be really angry, and they're going to maybe they'll join the Nilfgaardians. Who knows? Something bad's going to happen.
So you see, my dear Cartwright, justice has been served.
Yeah, but I feel like it's not necessarily justice. This is the problem. Both sides were technically in the wrong. If the Cartwrights weren't lying about the flour. But the Cartwrights did burn down his mill, after all, which is Dick. So he should pay in some regard. This is the kind of thing where you can debate for like days, couldn't you? Because the whole point is there is no right answer. The art style is interesting. What you mean, like it's sort of, well, because they based it around like, you know, with the cards, that they've done it with a, yeah, sort of cel shaded. That's why I wondered whether I should like try and use a cel shaded filter on my camera. I can't switch it right now. I don't have a button to do that. But there is some filters that we can apply to it. I mean, well, we could try. Let me see. Where's my effect layer? I've got a special layer for effects. This one. Oh, I've done it again. I've managed to clip the edge of my green screen. This is the problem where I've now. It's moved. I don't know how. I must have knocked it. Still not right, is it? Still not right. This is my problem where I'm trying to get it so that I don't accidentally have it off screen. But there we go. Let's have a look. So let's see. Have I got a filter for cel shading? I do. I got this one. I can make me a bit cel shaded. It's not exactly what I wanted. Like I kind of wanted. You can change. You can slider input. You can change it slightly, so it's like slightly more, or slightly less. Cel shady ish. Oh, that's not it. That's down. Yeah, you can go up and down. So I could add a little bit. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's gone a bit wonky. Amp factor. From 0 to 20. Edit bloom, shade of bloom at your own risk. It actually looks better slightly higher, doesn't it? Because then the edges look more acceptable. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I actually can't remember what the defaults were. But I mean, it does have that shoulder shaded look. A little was great. Yeah. I mean, that kind of works, doesn't it? And let me see. So if I go back to the card now, there you go. Now I'm now cel shaded on the card, which is I think interesting, isn't it? That makes me look a little bit more like the background, the art style. This is good, says Warlord. I'm glad you like it. Ah, forgot a sound for that.
Good job.
Yay! Yeah. I mean, I need to learn some of these, but this is why I'm trying to do them over time. I mean, it's cell shaded the background in as well, hasn't it? Technically, yeah, it has. So let's try a teleport. Do a teleport to somewhere else. Look, that castle. The castle's if I switch screens, it'll still have the cell shaded look. Oh no, it won't. Hang on. Why has that not worked? I thought it should still have the effect. I wonder why that's the case. I'll have to double check. I feel like maybe it's pulling it from the wrong place. Let me see. I might be able to fix that real quick. If I go to my TV screen, that's this one. And then it's... Oh no, it's pulling it from Wilson's screen. It shouldn't be, should it? It should be pulling it from the effects screen. So I'm actually got the wrong one on there. So if I do... At least I think so. Or is the effects screen... Is the effects screen CRT screen? Wilson's screen is on the CRT screen. And that's what the effects are applied to. There, look, that's the effect on it right now. Unless I switch it back. I don't know. I guess maybe it only works at the moment then. It only works inside the card. Was that all of how you suck? Well, because it didn't work. It is still working, but it's only doing it inside the card, look. Actually, that might be the way I designed it. I think I might have originally designed it that way on purpose, and I just forgot. I probably just forgot. But oh well. See, I like this one as well, look, with the castle and I've actually managed to make some really good pictures of places in The Witcher that look actually like card backgrounds. I'm really proud of that. I really am. Okay. But we'll proceed on, because I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else in that corner now. No. We've got everything. Let's carry on down. Because I swear that I'm taking too long today. We haven't got to any like massive fights. Well, other than that first one we've done. Right, proceed downwards. There's this blacksmith here. He might have something interesting to say. Yeah, blacksmith? No. Ah, nothing. What's on my map? There's a collectible in that house. Okay. Speech bubble. Milady.
Abbott's Ravine. I heard whinnies and screams at first.
Abbott's Ravine. Ooh, Abbott's Ravine has something going on then apparently. Well, there's one of those that gives us a morale boost, but we're not going to use that right now then. If I've already got max morale, so that'd be a waste. Does that stay on my map so I know that it's there? Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, there is something. There is something there. It's a wyvern. That is a wyvern, isn't it? Yeah. Here we go. The wyvern prowled the fields of Foregate. Was first spotted by Melik, a local halfwit. He has been busy carving obscene words into a birch stump on the roadside when the draconid suddenly pierced the clouds above him. After hastily and ineffectively cleaning his soiled trousers with a fern leaf, he shot himself, wiped himself down and then rushed to the village to warn the others of the vicious beast's presence. Kill the wyvern. If there are no cows left, you lose the battle. So I have to kill the wyvern before it eats all the cows. That is the goal. Let's do this. Let's do this. Shortened battle. 1 round. What we got? There's 5 cows. Every 2 turns on turn start, consume a cow. Eat a unit and boost by its power. If it's on the battlefield, destroy it. If it's hand up deck, I've been teleported to... Oh, that one's just like a tree. Isn't it? Let's have a better look. Oh no, there it is. I'm at a house with a dock behind it. So all you can see on the card is the tree. It still looks alright. It still looks like a nice Gwent background. Warlord, yeah, I think gaming is going a certain direction. Some people will always say stuff like they want the old Zelda games back. I want the old Zeldas back, but I haven't tried the newer dungeons yet. I haven't tried Tears of the Kingdom, so no idea. Captain Wilson, yeah, Captain Wilson on the dock with a ship. Army hearties, make way. Is most likely going to be how they do futures. No, they've already said that the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is their plan for Zelda games going forward. I think because at the end of the day, they seem to have become making sandboxes is generally makes them slightly more popular, which is sad, frankly, but it is true. Yeah. Unless it's remakes. Yeah, obviously, yeah, well, they will do remakes. They'll probably do HD remakes of all the Zeldas to the Switch, eventually. Imagine a cross between a winged snake and a nightmare. Wyverns are worse. Okay. Cows do nothing. So we've got to kill the wyvern as fast as we can. How can we do that? As fast as we can so he doesn't eat all of the cows. It looks to me like my best bet is to play these 2 damage cards first. There's one. In turn. Yeah, play the two damage cards first. And then it's a question of... No, I think I want to do it like... Yeah, I think we want to do it like we play this one to summon... To give these guys the biggest amount of boost straight away. There you go. So I can now do 3 and 4 damage like that. Then reset them with him. And then use these 2 to do as much damage as possible. Dig for treasure? We can't dig for treasure in this. Is that what you mean? Or do you mean because I'm a captain? Aye, Captain Wilson, dig for treasure. Me hearties. I can actually hide the mic, so we don't have the mic at the moment. That actually looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Yeah. What I want is a sandbox with an old Zelda game put inside it. What, like a sandbox on the ground, and then you have to dig. Is that... Oh, I see. That's very strange, guys. That is. It's good, though. It's good. Okay, so, yeah, let's do the damage. Do all the damage we can now. Oh, it kills the cows. Oh, I forgot. It kills everything on the row. Oops. Well, I've just killed the cows. Oh, shit. I didn't think of that. Oh, dear. Never mind. Well, okay. End turn. And then I want to reset them and then deploy these 2 dice to do damage. So, summon.
We must trust each other.
Give them powers back. End turn. Because I've got to kill him in these 2 turns. I'll do 7 damage. This will only do 4 though. I think I screwed up. I think I should have saved them until the end. So using him, admittedly, didn't actually help me. Huh. Oh dear. I've probably screwed it because... Oh, no, I get 1 turn. So I just have to kill him in this 1 turn. To place him, attack. There we go. Yeah, no, I have just enough. Just enough to save the 1 cow. I killed all the others. I killed the other cows. Slightly weird. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Well, that's the whole point. That's why I'm Slightly Wilson. I'm slightly awesome, slightly strange, slightly crazy, slightly entertaining, Slightly Wilson. And slightly weird. And slightly mad. Very mad. As mad as your auntie. Yeah. So basically, have the choice of playing a well-tailored story inside of a sandbox, or explore wherever you want, or if you feel like you can go explore mode, full explore mode. Get what I mean? Oh, what I want is a sandbox with the old Zelda game put inside it. Well, that's what Tears of the Kingdom's meant to be, Warlord. They say the dungeons are more dungeony, but I'll have to try it to find out. We won't know until we try it. So we'll see. Oh well, won the fight. Hey, good job. Let's clean up the carcasses. And then go see if the villagers have any reward for me for destroying the wyvern. Few remedies exist for a man who has lost his youthful vigor. The recommended solution is a simple mixture of raw dragon egg, a sprinkle of sugar, and a splash of pepper vodka. Should no dragon eggs be readily available, instead boil the liver of a cockatrice after first massaging in a blend of Zeracadian spices. I think it's highly dangerous to get either a dragon egg or the liver of a cockatrice. as both of those are rather dangerous creatures. Just to give somebody the effects. Just to give someone the effects of a small blue pill. Yeah. Come on, where you going, Dave? Grab the loot. I can hear my doggo barking today. Yeah. Might go well. Might go well with the elf soup, says Nerd. Yeah. Probably does. Nah, it doesn't look like they're going to give me any reward. Shame, really.
Why ever do the gods punish us so? To be cast out by Nilfgaard, and now to face beasts.
Cast out by Nilfgaard? What are you talking about?
A day afore last, claimed the beasts called a girly Cora or some such.
What? Claim the beast called a Gelly Clora? What, the wyvern that I just killed? I just killed it. It weren't no Gally Clora. That's, oh, jeez. Unless someone was telling them fibbos. Can I not grab that? Oh no, it's on either side of the river. I'll go over. You felt like Breath of the Wild was a proof of concept for its gameplay. Come on, go over there. Yeah, that's more like it. Game trade reversal and stuff like that. Sort of like a survival game, but it lacked something to feel like a finished game. I'd say the fact that it didn't have like massive dungeons. But then again, I mean, the main one is, of course, Ganon's Castle, which I never did do properly because I always wanted to explore everything else before I went to face Ganon. So I still haven't actually killed Ganon in Breath of the Wild. I need to at some point.
Well, the worm, just as I said. Now who's addled in the head, eh?
I think I heard my brother shouting for the Hoover. I've got the Hoover, bro. I've got it. It's in the corner over there. Oh, sure. Sorry. Oh, it is as well, yeah. You'll have to plug it. Yeah, sorry, I knew you were using it, admittedly. Yeah, boot. Oh, you booted the car. All right, yeah. Where am I going then? So we've done that. It looks like there is maybe a tiny bit here I've not explored, and then we'll go back to the main road. Down past these villages. There we go, and that's where the main quest continues. At the capital. The capital. Yeah, we'll definitely get to the capital today. And fight anyone there. Was that the bottom bit? Is that it? Oh, okay. No, we can't explore any further this way anyway. There doesn't seem to be any way to get... Oh, wait, no. Can I go behind that hut? Ah. We can. Just. So there is a tiny little corner here. With some hidden loot. That's all, though. I don't think there was anything else. Oh, isn't this... No, this isn't where the... Because as I said, we still got one treasure map. Oh, no, we've got two maps now. Okay, so we've got one by 2 benches and an axe cutter. And a tree. And the other one was... I remember it said it was by a hut opposite a temple. With the two places we're trying to keep an eye out for. But not seen anywhere like that yet. Can't see nowhere on the map like that. We've not passed 2 benches by an axe cutter's house, have we? Not that I've seen. Does anyone know? Does anyone know if you proceed to like the end of the area, can you come back here? I'm hoping you can, because I don't want to accidentally miss something. Oh, no, there's some more loot missed. Get the loot. Yeah, there we go. Let's just go around there. Sandboxes often left in the storybook comment because they hope the player can make their own. Yes, this is my point, that they're making Zelda games where they're like, oh, everyone can make their own storyline. And I'm like, but that's not what Zelda games were. Zelda games were always highly well-made fantasy adventures. So I don't get this whole concept where, oh, well, we want the people to have their own storyline. I mean, look, I get that's what open world games are for. But this is why they've been designed making the games where they just give you the toolkit all at the start and then you have to just figure out how to have fun with that toolkit. That, to me, is not what a Zelda game is. A Zelda game is you unlock something and then you have to use that something to solve loads of puzzles. And the puzzles aren't easy. They are hard. But this Zelda, the Breath of the Wild was not like that. Most of the puzzles were easy. They were not hard puzzles. So I found that rather... While it was fun, I won't say otherwise. It was a really fun game. It doesn't feel like Zelda though. The strength of a well-told story in a linear game.
On their way to the capital,
some way combined with open world exploration is what you want.
Day upon a lone rider.
Yeah, like I said, we'll have to try Tears of the Kingdom.
I would immediately have recognized his passionate gaze and altogether chivalrous mien.
Wait, who we found?
Identify yourself, sir.
I know. Who's this? It's not who I was thinking.
Ache of Denel, I am dubbed.
Ache of Denel.
I never conceal.
Has anyone met this guy before? I've not met this guy before.
The good book says the world is a garden which the gods once conferred upon man. And we men have this garden neglected. In consequence, all manner of filth has made its lair here. Drowners, ghouls, and other kobolds.
Kobolds!
I have sworn ne'er to rest until the day when, with the gods' help, I have rid the world of these beasts and pests.
You get kobolds in Final Fantasy, don't you?
All lands, seeking out evil and facing it in mortal combat.
Who do we spy? A knight errant?
Just as likely a madman.
How goes your hunt?
How goes your hunt? Caught the trail of any monster?
Monster? Too fair a term by far. An
Wait,
exceptionally vile worm has made its lair in nearby caverns. It is said
worm?
to be the very distillation of filth.
Is this
A
the one the
slithering
villagers was
horror.
talking about, maybe?
A melange of the macabre. Its head, that of a wild cat of Ophir. Its maw full of spiked teeth. The wings of a bat it is said to have. The tail of a scorpion.
It is
and from
said to
it,
have.
thick venom drips.
Does he not know?
Learned men call this variety a manticore or mardiacore.
Ah. Well, manticores are scary. Yeah. The amount of solutions your weird mind can come up with. Oh, because of Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. Also the fact that Korok Torture is the top YouTube autocomplete for Koroks. Is it? Tells me that Nintendo fans are ready for dark content. It's a very strange jump to make, Warlord.
Perhaps it will be most prudent then to send for a witcher.
Send for a witcher.
Soulless automatons they are, all.
Does this dude think he's better than a witcher?
What they demand
Plank.
gold to do, I perform without demand of any coin.
Sir Ake, far be it from me to discourage you. Your endeavor is noble, no doubt. But from what I have heard, manticores are exceedingly dangerous beasts.
Oh yeah, they kill people for breakfast.
To defeat this filth alone could
You haven't
be
seen the
a
videos?
difficult
No,
task
Warlord.
of
I'm avoiding all videos on
Yet try it I
on
must.
Zelda. I'm not
For it
watching
is
any
what
of them
I
yet.
have sworn before
Don't
the
want
gods.
spoilers. What I've sworn before the gods. I should help you if you then join us. Shall I say that? And then we can go and kill the manticore. That sounds pretty fun. I want to do that.
We shall help you find and fight the manticore, provided you then pledge to help us fight an even fiercer and filthier beast.
Of course, my lady.
This might be a bad idea, but I'm going to try. I want to fight a manticore. That sounds fun.
A drake of some rare form.
Oh, he's asking, is it a monster?
Were it only.
Ah.
'Tis a beast of 1,000 heads, covered in black armor, its fire consuming whole villages.
Noble lady, I know bestiary is only in parts, yet I've seen some of the world and never have I heard
He
of
doesn't
such
know that
a
we're
terror.
joking.
You need but look about you and spot Nilfgaard's legions.
And he's just like, how come you haven't played it yet then? Because we're going to stream it at some point, Warlord. Hopefully, is my plan. But I don't know when. Because we're in the middle of doing too many other things anyway. We're playing this. We're playing The Last of Us all the way through on the hardest difficulty.
Devastating.
I mean, this we
But
got the
you
hardest
must forgive
difficulty
me,
as
Your
well,
Grace.
but it's
This
not as
struggle
tricky.
between realms is not one to which I can lay a hand.
Oh, fair enough. I can't force him. I'm not going to force him.
If such is your view, I shall not insist. The care you show for my folk I greatly appreciate, Sir Ake of Denel. Godspeed.
Oh wait, I'm not going to join him to fight the manticore.
And
I want
to
to fight
you,
the
Your
manticore.
Majesty.
I wanted to fight the manticore. Oh, that's annoying. Can I find the manticore anyway?
Not a scrap.
We've unlocked some new stuff on the map. Look, because there's a thing down there, so maybe I can just go kill the manticore anyway, and then just take the credit.
Not a scrap. Nothing to bury. Blood's all that's left behind.
From what? Have these guys been attacked by the beast? The beast has invaded and destroyed a village? This definitely seems to be a nasty up here. I don't know whether this is going to be the kind of situation where I should have had him in my party. But I guess we'll find out. Because here's a nasty looking cave. Can I not do it? Can I not go in? Is there no... Do I not get a chance to fight it? Was I supposed to insist to force him to... Oh, man. So I'm not going to fight the manticore anymore. That's annoying. How did that go? Did you make the main character? In a character creator? For what? For what? This character we don't make. No. This character is just... This is a character from the Witcher storyline. She is the queen of the... No, this game, no. She is the queen of the kingdom. I don't know if at any point we start switching to another character and play as them instead. I feel like that might happen at some point. Because sometimes these games do that. But yeah, no. So far, you've just been playing as Maeve. There's some more loot. Get that loot, get the loot, put it in your pocket. Though it's not likely because of the fact that, like, the campsite we've got. The campsite is all, still can't build new stuff, can I? No. The campsite is, like, specifically her royal camp. So, I don't imagine... If we do switch, it will just be to probably another character in her retinue. Quite few female leads in games these days, huh? Well, yeah, no, that can be the case, but it depends. You've still got Metroid. That's got Samus.
One of them golden sons belongs on the side of my own ship.
And they did, what was the other one that came out recently? The one by Square Enix. Forspoken. She was female lead. Trying to think of others. Returnal. That was female character. I do like how they're all basically sci-fis and fantasies. Yeah. What happened to the Elk of Denzel? Well, he said... I said that I wanted to help him fight. Stuber says, did you recruit him? Well, he said I wanted to help him fight the Manticore and then he could help us fight the Nilfgaardians. And he said that he wouldn't join in the fight against the Nilfgaardians. And I said, we don't have to fight the Nilfgaardians then, okay? And he just said, all right. And then he just left. So it didn't work. I don't know. I can't roll it back, the game, can I, Stuber? I don't know what happened. Load last save. No, it's loaded here. Have I got any other saves? Can I let's just check. Let's go to exit main menu. Let's see how long it will take before the documentaries will have kings replaced by queens. In documentaries. I don't really know how relevant that is. Load game. Okay. Lyria 1 month ago. Return to just now or a month ago. Oh, they're my only options. What do you mean overwrite? I don't want to overwrite any. Continue? I don't know. It doesn't look. Too late. You missed him. Yeah, it didn't feel like it, but it felt like I was still going to fight the Manticore, Stuber. I guess I should have just told him to join me regardless. But it didn't feel like it was going to go that way. That's very annoying. Does that mean therefore I don't have him in my army at all ever? And I also can't fight the Manticore, which I wanted to do. I wanted to fight the Manticore. Ah, what a shame. Never mind. Oh, we found a new one. This one's another one with the mushrooms, but it looks different. Let's have a look. What do we got? What do we got? So we've got the Martyrdome Bear. It turns a damaged unit into a bear. And we just found... Oh, we got the Deuteronomium Bomb. Restore all enemy units to their base power. Oh, okay. So if they make themselves powerful, then I can go nope and push them back down. That feels like it's very useful for certain fights, but not all fights. an important part of every witch hunter's kit. In one muted flash, it turns the most powerful sorcerer into a pork jelly ripe for cutting. Okay, this one here. Mardadrome Vengeance. Destroy the highest ally and play 2 allies from your graveyard. So I'll kill one of my guys, but then play 2 of my graveyard ones. An eye for an eye, not good enough. Okay, so it's not that one. Right, we'll back out then. Mess tent. Workshop. Royal. Training ground. Okay, no, it works at tent. Exit area. Your Majesty, Lippy Gordman's warriors have started a brawl at the tavern. They've broken pitchers, drained all the barrels of ale, and eaten the innkeeper's cat. Oh, they ate the poor cat. Why did they eat the cat? Their dancing and revelry is in celebration of their recent victory of a Nilfgaardian division. And they show no signs of slowing down. What are your orders? Well, I don't want them to stop fighting the Nilfgaards, so I'm not going to tell them to, you know, bugger off. And I don't want to send the soldiers in to fight them, so I'll pay some gold. It's a small price to pay to maintain allies. Yeah. So we'll do that. We'll pay for the damages. Sorry. But we want them to keep fighting the Nilfgaardians. What's a folk? Yeah. Well, I've just noticed there's an axe cutter thing there. But this isn't that place where the treasure's buried, is it? It doesn't look exactly the same. No. I went in that camp, but there wasn't nothing there, was there?
Guardians make for good prisoners, good slaves too.
Oh no, that's okay. That was some, but the Skelegans have come and killed them all. They've killed them all in that corner. Oh, there. That looks like the point where the treasure is. But how can I get there? Oh, she's going round. Can she go round? I want you to go in. Can you not go in? Maybe I can only get in there from another side. Yeah. I'm taking the piss of the Netflix Cleopatra documentary. Oh, really? I've not seen that. Ignoring history to do diversity. Oh, dear. Not that kind of stuff. Oh, dear. More and more medieval knights are women, which might warp kids' understanding of actual medieval history. Yeah, people keep messing with history. You can't do that. You can't change history to be how you want it. That's not how history works. It'll be interesting to see how the next generation represents history as well. Or will they again change it for pop culture references?
Soldiers brought before Meve the elf she had saved from a lynching. It seemed he had been the fiend who had poisoned the water barrels from
Damn,
which
it was the elf.
soldiers had drunk.
It was the elf, the asshole.
Yes, I did it. And I regret it not one bit.
Why?
The elf.
You
Nilfgaardian,
bastard.
Temerian, some brute from Lyria. You Dwan are all alike. I detest you. All of you, your filth for what you wrought with my brethren. I'm proud. I am that even a few of your kind perished at my hand.
Really?
Hail and Shay.
Meve pursed her lips into a thin white line.
Oh, she's well angry.
It did not bode well.
Yeah, she's well angry. Did you not think, considering that I was nice to you, an elf, that, you know, not all humans deserve to be slapped in well, killed, basically. Yeah. You won't complain about at least there being some sexy knights. Yeah, okay. Like the Riders of Rohan. Were they mostly women? I can't remember. I can't remember from the film. There definitely were some women that were from Riders of Rohan. Yeah. Some were hot, I will agree. I won't give specifics, but yeah, there you go.
I shall drag you to the capital. Hang you high in the market square.
Meve said through gritted teeth.
Yet this you would want. Am I right?
Yeah.
For your folk to speak of you? For your folk to remember? Well, you shan't have it. You'll hang here, in the middle of nowhere, with but crows to witness it and then pick at your eyes.
It was a summary execution. No
So I don't even have to
sentence was
pick,
read,
she just killed
no
him.
Last wish observed.
Sorry, I whistled.
The
I shouldn't do
elf's
that because I know it
corpse
sounds
then
terrible
hung
over the
along
mic.
roadside, as none came forth to claim and bury it.
I apologise profusely, guys. Sorry. You don't have it. You'll hang here in the middle of the nowhere. No sentence was read, no last was observed. The elf's corpse then hung at the roadside. No one turned him into soup then. They didn't even do him the justice to eat him. Yeah. None came forced to claim and bury it. Yeah. Oh snap! There he is. Look, there's his corpse. Just hung him like that there. Sorry, can I stand there? I want to stand there looking at the. I want a screenshot of her looking at the corpse. This is hard to do though because she's moving in like weird directions. No, she's still not facing it. Come on, I want you to face this direction. This direction. That's better. That's close. That's as close as I'm probably going to get it. So, there you go. Yeah. Rohan was inspired by Goths and Scandinavians that did have women warriors, like shield maidens. So that does make sense. Yeah, it does make sense. Tolkien was not stupid, man. Of course he's going to have female warriors in there. Let's see. Because we're getting to the end of this road. I don't know what happens after that. But that's definitely one we're going to get to today. Because I know that's going to be the next main story plot point.
We welcome you home, Your Majesty.
Has he got anything else to say, or is that it?
Prince Willem awaits your return, Your Grace.
Yes, and I wait to find out what the hell the prince has been doing all this time. Because I feel like he's been causing an absolute mess of things. I couldn't get over to that.
Home at last, Your Grace.
We shall not enjoy it long, I fear. Soon we must face the black-clads in the field.
Yet a moment's peace we will have. After that drubbing you gave them at Dravograd, they'll wish to rethink their strategy.
Made it, yeah, we've made it back to the city. Section end. You are approaching an important moment in the journey. If you choose to continue, you will not be able to resume any unfinished activity in this area. Well, that's not good, because there are, it says there, 2 golden chests we've not found. So we need to turn back and try and find them. They're the ones that I need with the map, aren't they? So we'll get back to here. Now I swear that we just passed that area that looked like it had that looked like it was the place where the chest should be buried, but we just couldn't. Look, it's there. I just can't see a way to access it. I can't, because I can't walk over there. There doesn't appear to be any way for me to walk up this cliff. Literally nowhere along here can I walk up. I could be wrong. But it looks like it's there. Tolkien was a professor in cultures and languages. Yeah, no, I knew that. Tolkien was the man. Yeah. Because it looks exactly like the map. I swear it does. Where's me map? Gone. Reports. Oh, we have one here. Did we get this? Translated from Elder Speech. Elves, dwarves, gnomes, and halflings. The end of the old order is nigh. The oppressive regimes in the north, the plunderers of our land, rapists of our folk, shall fall to the Nilfgaardian onslaught. And we can assist this downfall. We must assist it, each and every one of us. Those able to wield a weapon, join us in the woods. Seek out the Succatel Commando. Those too young, too old, too crippled, fight however you can, with poison, dagger, lies. Cowards who stand idle shall be tried after the wars, traitors to the elder races. Was this what he had in his pocket? What do you think? Yeah. My issue with people is not knowing nothing about history and alter history, forcing in diversity where it feels unnatural. I mean, why aren't we making movies about actual badass black women instead of making Macedonian women African? Yeah, it's a weird choice when they could spend awareness on historical characters. Yeah, very true. Very true. I did some research on a few recently, right? Because does anyone remember, there was this cartoon back in 2003 on Cartoon Network called Clone High. It only did 1 season, and it ended with everybody getting frozen at the end, like a massive cliffhanger. And would you believe, 20 years later now, they have continued the show, unfreezing the clones and carrying on. But they've added in like a whole new batch of other historical figures that have, been cloned. And they had 2 there, like, immediately introduced, that I had no idea who they were. So I went and actually looked them up. And one of them was a black woman activist that used to free slaves on the underground. And the other was a famous Mexican painter. And so, I therefore learned some stuff about those 2 historic figures that I'd never heard of before, because they suddenly included them in the revive of of Clone High. I have to say, I did particularly like the humor in the first episode where Abe Lincoln's clone, I should say. He's saying a lot of stuff that, of course, back in 2003 was just common language of people, you know, saying things like, well, I don't know if this is the kind of stuff I should be allowed to say nowadays online, because, of course, people give you grief if you do. But he said things like, retard. Screw it, I'll say. Like, he said retard. And everyone was all like, oh my God, you can't say that nowadays. And he's like, why? Why? He was really confused. And it carried on that joke for quite some time, making out that Abe Lincoln was a complete and utter asshole because of the fact that he doesn't follow this stuff. And at one point he started talking about politically correct, and they're like, oh, we don't call it politically correct anymore either. And he's like, what? That didn't even make any sense. What do you call it then? And I'm like, yeah, what do they call it? It was so weird. It was very interesting though, I have to say. Go look for it. It was fascinating. Oh dear, I clicked on the camp. Don't want to do that. So we have these two maps. So we've got to do this before the end of stream. We've got to find the two maps locations. So one of them was in like a shack opposite a temple, and the other one was, well, there with the thing. When I swear that's where we just were with the tree. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go back and have a look again. But I swear that's where that was. Let's go have a look. Come on. Come on. That does look like it, and that's the tree there. So how can I get into that area? I've not made a choice that's resulted in them, like, say, not smashing down a wall or whatever, meaning that I can't actually access that part of the grounds anymore, have I? Because as I said, I should be able to get in there. I swear I should be able to get in there. That looks exactly like it. Let's have a look at the map again. So you got your axe there. You got 2 benches, 3 benches, and a tree. No, there's not 3 benches. There's the axe and 2 benches, but not 3 benches. Maybe it is somewhere else then. Maybe it is somewhere else. Although it's going to be the kind of thing where even on this map, we're not going to be able to spot it, I don't think. I'm not sure though. I'm hoping that none of them are like hidden all the way back at the start. I feel like that would be really strange if they did that. You get a map and you actually have to go all the way back to find it. I mean, there's a churchy thing there, and a churchy thing there. It could be this bend here that they were talking about. I'm gonna go check this one. Yeah. You never like censoring words either. I have a grandma that loves black folk, but she uses insensitive words to describe respect for them and stuff like that, or her love for the ones in her life. A word's meaning is often very contextual. Yes, I've said this a million times. I mean, there was a good example recently I watched in a show where he just off the hand was explaining about how words mean different things to different people. And he pointed out the fact that there's so many variations of the Bible. The reason there's so many variations of it is because of the fact that the words meant different things to different people, and as a result, you've ended up with so many different translations of the Bible. And it's that exact kind of thing. The way people use words and the way and what they mean the word to mean is very important to what they mean. But other people assume they know what that person means, and they assume quite often that the person is using it in a bad way, which is incredibly rude. And technically, and this is the part that I find hilarious. You assuming what somebody means when they use a word that you think is bad is in itself an assumption. So it's a, I've forgotten the exact term where you no, it's not that. I can't remember the exact term. There's a term where you like you're having assumptions about someone in a bad way. There's a term for that, but I've forgotten what it is. And all the other variations of it, like sexism, racism, all that, they're all just variations of that term. But I just can't remember the term all of a sudden. We burnt him alive, yeah. Well, when we burnt the bodies after we killed all of the ghouls, etc. It doesn't look like it was by this building that we passed. Because there is that churchy thing there. Although, what's this dude doing?
Well. Seems humans are near the same.
You mean cultural appropriation is just another road to segregation? Is it? Because only people from certain cultures, a thing or originated, can use that thing? I mean, that's just a weird term anyway, but yeah, it's another form of segregation. I kind of know what you mean. I feel like, again, that can be interpreted in lots of different ways. No, it doesn't look like it was here then. So it's not this temple. I mean, there's only one major temple we came across, which was this one here. And there is a churchy building there. Oh, admittedly, I'm only just around the corner from it, but we'll go have a look. There is this churchy building here. Though I'm not seeing... There's no shacks nearby this one.
Kneel and pay homage to the gods.
Let's have a look at the maps again. Malcolm's map. There's like a bend in the road there, and there's a little hut, and he said that it was opposite a temple. I ain't seen nothing that looks like that. I mean, there's one thing we can do before leaving the area. I'm not sure if this will work. We could try it. Is I can use some money on scouts to see what they find. So send the scouts. What have you got for me, scouts? 2 items there that I haven't collected. 2 items there I haven't collected. But none of them are showing me a gold chest. So maybe they don't show me the gold chest on the map. Could send scouts again, but I feel like that'd be a bad idea. At least not until we've picked up the things. But I'm looking across the map trying to see if there's any bend in the road. If anyone could spot it, do tell me. Do tell me if you spot a bend in the road near a temple. And a little shack opposite. Yeah. It just shows that human ignorance will find a way. Well, people always say, don't they always say that the IQ of a crowd or group is divisible by the number of people in it. Yeah. It will just look different or come up with a new angle. Well, that's the thing. People are always bitching about something. First, at some points it was vegans, and now it's other stuff. It's just going to keep happening. It's usually just your best to just try and be a nice person and ignore half of it, because it's just entitlement. Or it's a trend. There you go. So there's 2 things there that I hadn't collected from earlier. Not spotting anything around it. I feel like I'm going to really struggle to find these locations, but I don't want to look them up. I don't like doing that. I tend to find that very frustrating. That was Lord Clayton's estate. So this is where we came through here. It was after that we definitely got both of these maps. So it does very much feel like we should have found these chests after that point. It feels like anyway, but we just haven't. Bend in the road. Bend in the road. A woodcutter's cottage. I mean, there's a temple-y thing there, but I didn't see any houses opposite it. That was because I remember we got to that bit afterwards. Hatred, ignorance, xenophobia. Fear the different will always exist in different ways. It just does. Oh, snap. This has been burnt. Who burnt it? Did we burn it? I don't remember burning that. I don't see anything around here that looks like the drawing, though. This was my point. I didn't spot anything that looked like the hut opposite. Let's have a look at the map again. Hut, 2 rocks either side, and then there's trees on the other side. I don't see no temple anyway. I just see some rocks. And it only looks like rocks there. This is why I'm bamboozled that we can't spot this blinking place. I mean, I thought originally maybe it'd be here, but that doesn't seem to be either. I can't spot anywhere else that looks like that hut. Although we haven't been... Oh, apparently we've not been over there, and that's opposite a temple. Alright, let's check there. Let's check there, let's check there. That might be one of them. I didn't even know we could get over there, I guess is the point. Yeah, there's a temple that got burnt.
Curse you, sons of Nilfgaard.
The sons of Nilfgaard. Ah, here you go. With the 2 rocks. Oh, it should be here. Here we go. Okay, that's one of them. We found one. We found one of them. Yay! Congratulations. You can use this avatar border in the Gwent multiplayer card game. Oh, wait, what? You summoned a goat. I'll read this, Warlord, but let's veto this after this, because the conversation's getting very depressing, and I do not like depressing stuff, political crap. Stuff like racism comes from people having problems. They need a scapegoat. Oh, that's why you summoned a goat. Yeah, so they can make something they can't solve a solvable problem. If we actually listen to their issues instead of shutting them down, we might be able to fix the underlying issue and make them less hateful, but we don't. Well, I mean, it's very different again, depending on situation, but yes, it's never like there's an easy solution, is there? If you feel like there should be, and yet some reason there just isn't. And I find that absolutely baffling. Well, I'm just lucky to say that around me, there really is not anyone like that at all. So luckily I don't have to deal with it in my personal life with anyone I know, regardless of who they are and where they came from and what their backstories are. But I know it's an issue around the rest of the world, and I do feel sorry for everyone that has to put up with it, because it's not on. It's not on. There we go. And now this is where we saved the troll. I don't imagine if he's doing anything different yet, because he looked like he was going to try and make some Gwent cards. No, it doesn't look like we can go in. So there's just one more. There's just one more card to find, and I just don't know where it is. It's meant to be near an axe cutter's. Then, I mean, we did find the last map later on. There are 2 more collectibles there. So let me just make sure. I'm going to grab these collectibles, and then we're going to check that it was nowhere near this place. Waller says, is this a new Gwent game? I don't know exactly when it came out. I can't remember when Thronebreaker came out. I'm going to check this very briefly then. Thronebreaker. Because it was effectively a spin-off of the Gwent Online card game. It came out, October 2018. So it was actually 5 years ago this came out. 5 years ago. I didn't know it existed, though. Oh, I bet they even put it on Xbox and PlayStation. It's on Xbox and PlayStation. Yeah. And Switch. You can play this on Switch. Huh. Nice. So this is the point, that it's not like the other card games. You can play this without needing those card games. But it does unlock stuff for the other card games, so it's worth trying to do, as it were. So it says there was an item to collect over there, but I don't know how we get there. Oh, we can go around. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's here by the rock. Ah, so it was here in the corner as well. So the scouts actually saved me. They helped me find the last ones. Oh, and then it's the knight who we didn't manage to get to join us, which is a shame, because I really did want to fight that thingamy. Oh yeah, look, it's over there. How do I get there then? Do I have to go up and around? Oh, okay, no, I do. I have to go up and around. But yeah, no, they made this and they made Rogue Mage. I don't imagine there's nothing else further that way. And then if we go back the way, there was one more, wasn't there at the bottom? And then we'll do one more set of scouts. I know I'll lose 50 gold, but we'll just double check that I've not missed anything before we leave this section of the game. Oh, there it is, over there. How do I get there? Is it now like completely all the way? I'm gonna have to go all the way around the other side. Come on, come on. How do we get to the chickens? Come on, over here, over here. Is it that way? Oh, it looks like it's up and around. There you go. Okay, go Maeve. Go Maeve. Go on, go to the chicken. The chicken has loot. We must get the loot from the chicken. I mean, getting the loot gives me gold anyway, so I've got my money's worth back by just doing all the loot. So we'll do one more search because I think we've got everything now. And then we'll proceed to the next part of the storyline before we finish. Scouts. All areas revealed. Okay, there you go. That's it then. That's it. So fast travel. I think I need to replace my keyboard soon and have more keys. Replace my keyboard and then get more key issues. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that always is a pain, isn't it? I've had to swap over my regular Xbox controller of one of my backup ones because its bumper's gone. I can't use it as easily. Okay, 4 done. Puzzles completed 7. Quests completed 14. 12 hours. Continue.
Eve had ridden out of Lyria in early spring, her retinue modest, as no larger was needed for the brief summit of sovereigns. She returned now to her capital, at the head of an army that dragged behind it bandits and Nilfgaardian prisoners in chains. The whole city came out to greet her. Its traders, craftsfolk, priests. Also, her eldest son and heir, Prince Willem. A boy who, it seemed, might never be prepared to rule.
Well, I mean, yeah, because everything's been a massive cock-up since she left him in charge. So I really don't know what they're going to do about him.
Niamh and Willem rode side by side past the cheering throngs, their faces frozen in regal smiles. It was not until they reached the castle stables that they found a corner in which to speak freely, candidly.
Okay.
Welcome home, Mother. Content I am to see you, to be sure.
Well, yes, but you've screwed things up a bit, lad.
And I'm happy to see you. Though I dare say I'd have been much happier to witness you leading an army towards Dravograd.
Yeah. Why has he just let them invade the steamroll, literally steamroll into the country and, like, not dealt with it?
Willem, I trusted you. Left the realm in your care.
Indeed. And I, in turn, did my utmost to choose the best course for...
Willem, don't be so damned courtly. There's no one else here. My son. Nilfgaard has invaded our home.
Yeah, give us specifics.
We're at war.
Why do you do nothing?
Don't strive and don't choose, when rulers grab their swords and shields and ride out to defend their subjects.
You didn't let me finish.
Oh, wait. Okay, what were we going to say? Very well, say your piece. I mean, I want to hear what he has to say. I want to hear.
All right. Say what you wanted to, please.
I feared I'd be hasty, Mother, and I didn't want to be. When we got word of the invasion, the lords convened at the castle. They demanded I hear them out. They wanted to give me counsel.
Okay.
If I'd rushed into the field to confront the foe, I'd have been half blind to the situation, not known all the options I had at my disposal.
A ruler never knows all the options. Yet he must decide and act nonetheless. I need to prepare. I'll see you at the Council of Peers.
I mean, he didn't have a terrible reason, did he? But she's definitely right but you mean, if another country's invading, your first course of action is to repel them as fast as possible. Letting them just run riot for a period of time while you sit and debate about what to do isn't really going to help. At least not in this like kind of action. Modern warfare is very different.
And indeed she did.
I wouldn't
when the peers convened in the throne room. Surrounded by animal hides and Zerrikanian tapestries, the lords stood in tense silence.
But all the lords would want to do is stand around and argue. They wouldn't want to actually do anything.
They fawningly prostrated themselves.
They wouldn't, because they wouldn't want to put themselves in danger, so they'd just be standing around.
We've myriad matters to resolve, so I trust you're well rested. Whatever the case, I've no doubt we shall meet the dawn afore we're done.
Suffering's limited to the peasantry, it's okay, yeah. Well, that's their attitude in a lot of like animes and stuff, isn't it? Like in Attack on Titan. Like all of the royalty and rich people that lived inside the inner walls were all like, oh, it's okay, the Titans won't get us here. Nom, 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 nom. You know. And then when the news breaks that the Titans have broken through the walls, they're all like, we need to run away! Ah!
Firstly, we must ask assistance. Pen a letter to King Demavend. Scribe, take this down. Dear... What? Uncle? Cousin? Blast. Again.
Oh, does she not remember who he is?
Meave. By the god's grace, sovereign of Rivia and...
Your Grace. Mother.
Hmm?
The peers and I, we've come to propose another solution.
Alright. What solution?
Yes, out with it.
We wish to acknowledge Nilfgaard's authority.
What?
Pledge fealty to the Emperor.
What? Really?
I beg your pardon.
What? They're a different kingdom. Why would they do that? They're not winning, are they? Are they winning? We beat them.
The black-clad hordes outnumber our forces manyfold, and they're far better equipped. We stand not the slightest chance against them in open.
How do they know that for sure? I mean, we haven't seen any sight of that many Nilfgaards. The one encampment they had, we destroyed. Although it wasn't really a proper encampment, was it? It was more of a siege that I then broke. Yeah.
You will not lecture me about Nilfgaard's army, my son. All you know of them you garnered from coloured renderings, whereas I faced them at Dravograd. I faced them and crushed them.
But your grace, the losses. For this
What
fleeting
losses?
victory in which you delight, how many of your subjects had to perish? Bend a knee for the Emperor.
We didn't
and you
lose
shall
that many
spare
people,
thousands.
did we?
Nay, never. Understood, Caldwell? Not ever.
Where does
I'd
this
hoped to
come
dissuade
from?
you, but it seems I've failed. Nonetheless, the die's been cast. We've signed the accord with Nilfgaard. Our noble lords stand with me.
This is a
The
coup.
blood left Maeve's face. She had realized her son, who had ever professed to detest politics and shirked his duties as crown prince, had just stabbed her in the back.
No way!
As had her entire court.
They can't just do that.
What is this? Treason to my
Exactly.
eyes. The gallows is what awaits you.
They are not the rulers of the
Villain
land.
will
She
lure you now.
is.
And should you not acquiesce and approve the accord, I fear only you, milady, shall have the pleasure to meet the
Who's
hangman.
snuck in? Who's snuck in? Some spy
Don't get ahead
snuck
of
in
yourself, Caldwell.
and caused
My
all
mother
this.
will not be harmed.
Do
Not
you think it's
one hair on
Caldwell?
her head.
Do you
Understood?
think Caldwell was an
We'll
asshole?
find the Queen to the tower.
That's all I can think of.
You err deeply, my son.
Jeez, this is taking a turn.
The queen was confined to a cell. Gilded armor she had traded for a simple robe. A courtly retinue for a swarm of rats. She was the very picture of misery. At the window of her cell, gripping the bars,
This is
Maeve
dark.
stood powerless. Her anger so great she wept and wailed. Her Lyria was free no more.
And we've lost the wagon bird card and the pikeman. I've lost basically all the army. I've just lost the army. There's the field
Have
medic.
I come at a bad time?
Demons take you, Caldwell.
Exactly.
You've long been at this scheme, haven't you? You left the strays of Sparla to roam the realm, to forage, so that I would have to look to them. And thus gained your cohorts the time they needed to complete Lyria's sail to Nilfgaard.
You've seen through it all, that's clear.
It was.
Fact, of course, but still.
The absolute bastard.
Willem, you turned him. How?
The boy's not fit to wear the crown. Hasn't sufficient wit nor valor. I know this. You know this. Just, he knows it not.
How did he persuade him then? How did he persuade him, I wonder?
Willem fancied himself a statesman. Wished terribly to prove he was one. I made it possible. I've been amply rewarded, I have. Palatine since just yesterday, in fact.
You'll have neither my blessing nor congratulations. Sorry to
This is
disappoint you.
bonkers.
I seek neither. I've come for another reason. To bid you adieu.
Adieu?
Willem does not seek your death. Does not even fathom it, as you well know. Moreover, his resolve will wilt in time, and he'll wish to free you. So, come the morn, when the young king rides out to pledge fealty afore General Ep Dahi, you shall use your bed linens to hang yourself.
So Caldwell's come to kill us. Fuck! How are we gonna screw him? Don't fuck with Maeve. Yeah, look, so Caldwell, do not do this, or go plough yourself, Caldwell. I'm gonna go tell him to go fuck himself, yes.
I see.
Ah!
You wish to see me bow afore you, lie prostrate.
That's what he said.
Beg you for mercy.
I mean, yeah.
Plough yourself with a pike, Caldwell. And you needn't send your thugs. I'll not falter nor hesitate. I'll take my own life.
Adieu, your grace. And use your last evening wisely.
Although she says she'll take her own life, we'll figure a way out.
Eve felt a rush of despair, yet bit her lip to mute any weeping.
She's still got allies.
She would not give Caldwell
She's the
the
queen, for
satisfaction.
fuck's sake.
Morning arrived with the sound of footsteps in the corridor. Niamh rose from her cot and stood in the center of her cell. She was prepared for anything. Well, nearly anything.
Oh, what's shown up?
The Duke of Dogs.
Oh, really? Shit. Okay, that's quite random. I thought we beat him. We did.
Titles seem senseless under the circumstances, don't you think? Let's forgo them. I'm Gascon.
Gascon.
Has Caldwell sent you? To kill me?
No and a no. Actually, you're free. How shall I put this? That cad, Count Caldwell, used yours truly and the strays as bait in a scheme aimed at kicking your shapely backside off your throne. Now, I'm hardly vindictive. First to forgive, in fact. Take your threat to send me to the gallows. Forgotten already. Yet being played for a fool, I cannot abide.
Oh, he's pissed as well.
So when the strays freed me,
Nice.
I knew what I'd do to spite the Count afore I disappeared. I'd free you. That's to say, on one condition.
Okay.
You've got to request it of me, my lady. Courteously.
Oh, what? He says I have to ask him. Oh, dear. In that case, please free me, or I'd sooner die. Oh, man. What am I supposed to say? I'm obviously supposed to say, please free me. I mean, I'd like to tell him to just, like, you know... Should I just do that for humor's sake? But if I end up dying and the game ends, that'll be really funny. I'm going to click it, though. I'm going to click it.
Never. I'd rather die in this cell.
Steadfast as ever. Even with death hanging over you. Colour me impressed, I must admit. Call it my loss, then. You are free.
And
Yeah, he
grateful.
let me out anyway.
Now
I knew
please
it.
let me
I knew
pass.
it.
I must get to the city jail at once.
Would you look at this woman? Free her from one prison, she flies off to the next.
She breaks into the next, yeah.
They
Well, who's
hold
in the
Reynard
next
there.
one?
And
Reynard.
if I've any ally left, anyone who's not betrayed me, it's him. I must get him out.
Hold, my lady. Unarmed, alone.
Have I any other option?
In a sense. See, they locked a few strays in the city pits, too.
Oh.
Cause, I'd say. Care to join forces?
The Queen took Gascon up on his offer. Then she, Gascon, and the strays snuck through the city to its dungeon. Reynard had
I like
not
the look on
wavered
his
for a
face
moment
when they
in his
show up for
devotion
him.
to the Queen. Never the slouch,
It's both
he had
a
also
bit
not lost
bemused
any
and
time.
I've inquired
like
among the
pleasantly
other arrested
surprised.
soldiers. Many are prepared to fight, even die at your side, your grace.
Seems they may yet get their chance. But now we must flee. All of us.
Yet in leaving the jail, the company ran into trouble. When Caldwell's cutthroats had failed to find Niamh in her cell waiting for her secret execution, they had informed the Count. He, in turn, dispatched patrols into the streets. The Queen and her cohorts ran into one such unit.
Blast. We shan't outrun them. To arms!
Fight! Okay, this will be the last fight. Last fight for the day. And thus the Lyrians stood against Lyrian. At first, Maeve sought only to stun, to wound, not to kill, and yet she quickly realised the soldiers opposite her had no such reservations. These men who had saluted her but a few days before, and whose faces she knew well, would pull no punches, soften no blows. Maeve had no choice but to follow suit. Find an escape route. Once an escape route is found, gain more points than your opponents within 3 turns. Custom Jack Special Rules Story Battle. This should be an interesting twist then. Final round.
Gascon? Bloody hell, where'd he get to?
Was Gascon ran off? Alright,
Grace,
okay.
we must make haste. Caldwell's roused the whole city by now.
It's switched back to longsword automatically then. Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor. Okay. It's saying all of these could be escape routes. Oh, order. Choose a dark alley to escape down. I'm guessing it can be reused every turn then. Probably. But well, we'll cast out one dude. It's still got a cooldown of 3. And I'm going to boost him immediately just in case. Maybe I should have done Reynard. Oops. Well, for now it's alright. Let's pick an ally. Don't know what we'll get. That is not. It's a Grey Rider. Alter a different ally is placed from hand or move to the other row, then move to it and boost it by 1. After a different ally is played. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, end turn.
Don't like this.
Yeah, and he's boosting it. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Right, do the same again. Okay. Reynard. Well, actually, I've only got 3 turns, so maybe I should have saved that. It doesn't matter. Well, let's pick another ally and see what we can find. That's not the route. End turn. Did it say I had to find the escape route in 3 turns? Oh. Just have to see how this goes then, eh? So, play one more card. It's my last card.
Listen to the old lady.
Oh, snap!
You didn't think I'd leave you just like that, did you?
Gascon's come back. Hey!
Honestly, I did.
Hey, and he's brought all of the strays with him. Nice. Okay. We're going to keep searching. That's not the route. End turn. What we got here anyway? Set a row on fire.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Once turns start, do 1 of 3. Damage, boost, or move random enemy to opposite row. Damage a unit by 5 if it's on the row with a fire. Damage all units with a 5. I can set a row on fire. I'm going to try and get these guys out first so I can then use a boost.
This artist will be reaping black
Reynard,
clouds.
we want to go see search this one. It's not the route. In turn.
Sod it. Sod it all.
Not had anything show up to attack me yet though. But they're giving themselves all boosts.
Your Grace, what guarantee do we have that they won't stab us in the back?
Ooh, the strays? I mean, I don't think we do, but we just have to keep playing for now.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are
Oh no, before I use that, let's do the boost. I'm going to buff Reynard just in case. I'll be screwed if he dies. Right, search the dark alley in the middle. Oh, we found it! Gate. When the card's time expires, the city gates will shut. In that moment, Maeve has less points. She'll lose the battle. So I need to have the most points, but I'm already winning with 85 out over 50. So this is going quite well. I knew that would turn it around.
Left, right, left, right.
I just need to make sure that I've got more points. What do we got? Move 3 cards to the so on their side. If any were units, damage them by 2. Mark a unit every turn on turn start, damage it by 1. Or I could set a row on fire. I could set a row on fire. Give me an extra 6 and all.
This could hurt.
That one there. There you go. End turn. And then we've only got one more. They killed the dude. What's that?
Oh, Lady Margarita
That's the
told us of
bronze
this.
summoner. Yeah. Crap, we're even. We're even on points. Deploy damage unit by 5. It's on a row with 5. Damage all units by 5. Okay. So we're gonna blast this guy, and that'll damage everybody. Okay, end turn. Now we escape. Yes, we got away. We got away. Nice. Victory!
I thank you, Gascon. You and your men. for your aid.
'Tis nought, my lady. Strays never say no to a proper brawl.
No brawl this was. Sun rising against Mother. Lyrian striking at Lyrian. I fear a blood war's begun.
A blood war?
Come now.
Is that an
Seems to
actual
me the
phrase?
war's ended. Your realm's lost to Nilfgaard. You've no army to speak of.
Then I shall assemble a new one. And with it have Caldwell hanged. And drive Nilfgaard back across the Yaruga.
You're mad. How will you find the men? Riding
She's the
from
queen.
hamlet to hamlet, speaking from atop a crate.
Well, yes.
No.
Oh.
I shall find them in Edern.
Ooh.
I've a favour to call in with King Demavend. And I'll sway volunteers to my cause
well,
on the way.
That's a relative, isn't it? So, yeah.
Well, you've your first willing warriors already.
How so?
We've nothing left in Lyria. Our hideouts are compromised. Caldwell's sure to set a price on our heads, and Nilfgaardians roam the land in numbers.
So the strays have joined me.
Besides, I'll be right tickled to see proud Queen Meve fighting elbow to elbow with a bandit she'd wish to hang just a half day afore.
Yeah, so true.
Well, it is said my foe's foe is my friend. And I'd be a fool to turn down assistance now, no matter who offers. So be it.
Nice. Yeah, Gascon. Look at that cheeky grin on his face. He's well proud. And the strays slingers have joined. The bombers. And the infiltrators. And the cavalry. And the alchemists.
Very high-minded of you,
Good
my
cards, eh?
So, shall we shake on't? Nay? Well then, the high road beckons. Though first we must escape the city with our lives. Follow me.
Onwards! Onwards, men.
Lyria was hers no more. Meve now had to flee her capital and realm as quickly as she could. Wont to travel the city streets in a gilded carriage, the Queen now saw them from a slightly different vantage point.
Ha! That's quite funny.
Is this the only way? Are you quite certain? The Queen
is a common fugitive now, so she'd do better to pinch her nose and whinge not at all.
At long last, Meve reached the gate. Yet this she found shut tight, locked and guarded.
Gods be damned.
Easy, your grace. Nothing we can't solve with a quiver full of quarrels.
Those are our men.
They were, Reynard, were.
Gascon's raiders were poised to loose their boats, but were thwarted when the Queen stepped out in front of them.
Oh.
What she... Your Majesty? I've orders to arrest your grace.
Place me in irons, then.
Please understand, I haven't a choice.
Fear not. You'll be rewarded by Caldwell in
Nilfgaardian Florence. Oh, she's such a conniving.
Head dropped. His cheeks burned
Oh,
crimson.
oh, words worse than a
Free
dog's
now,
bite.
but only to return.
Remember this, Gascon. I'm no fugitive. I'm a queen, robbed of her rightful crown. And though I may need to venture to the world's end before I return, I shall have it back.
For vengeance! Oh, this story is sick. I'm well enjoying this.
Having fled Lyria, Queen Meve ventured into Edern. Her
I
old
love how
friend
it's the
Reynard
voice. It's
and
the voice
new
of the
ally
bloke that does it.
Gascon
It does the like recaps in The Witcher as well,
war
isn't
had
it?
bitten into this land too. Still, Meve
It's the
hoped
Witcher's-
to sway
it's
King
the
Demavend
Witcher
to her
narrator.
cause, and with his aid, to oust the traitors, retake her throne, and drive the Nilfgaardian invader from her realm. Yet to start, she was forced to fight, Scoia'tael no less. Emerging from a wood, Meve's retinue encountered a unit of elven rebels just moments from hanging a handful of prisoners. Among the latter, the Queen spotted a woman, a proud warrior with a striking, thick black braid.
The lass I believe I know.
Well, unless we rush to her rescue, it'll soon be you knew her.
Well said. Lyrians, attack!
Another fight! I mean, geez, we were going to finish, but okay. It was Maeve's first clash with the Sockertail, warriors who bled for the non-human cause. The name translates to squirrels in the common tongue, a reference to the ruddy tails fastened to their caps and helms. The ornaments have become hellmarks for the partisans? Partisans is an interesting word. Much like the icy cruelty to which they subjected their human prisoners. Eliminate the executioners, do not let Black Railer die. The name's Black Railer. We've got extra cards. Is that because we've got the strays with us? Choose a card to redraw. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to carry on. 2 of these. Deploy. Set a unit's power equal to the unit on its left. Oh, so if I have a low-level card, then that would boost it. It just says set a unit, so I can just pick her. I can just pick, can I? Huh.
Hang the
No, it's this, yeah, it's a solid story.
She can't breathe, Your Grace. We must rush to her aid.
So she's immobile. If the unit is alone on its row and turn start, move it to Maeve's side. So I need to kill both enemies on either side of her, is the goal. Damage unit by 2. If it's already boosted, damage it by 6. So how's the fastest way I can actually kill? Move 3 cards to the other row on their side. If any were units, damage them by 2. Can I pick? Move 3 cards to the other row on their side. Mark a unit. Every turn on turn start, damage it by 1. Set a row on fire. Not too sure what I need to do. I'm going to start with the one that can actually move cards. Not sure if this will work the way I want. 1, 2. No, I have to click the other one. That's annoying. But at least then I'll have 1 next to her instead of 2. Oh wait, why did it move them all to the back? To the other row on their side. Oh, I should have put it on this side to move them all to the front row. My mistake. Bugger. Yeah. Do I listen to audiobooks? Occasionally, nerd. I haven't listened to any in a while, though. In turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to now move them all to the front row. Let's try that. So if I do 1, 2, 3. Why do they... Are these immune? Immobile. You can't move them. Right. I didn't understand that. Well, at least it damaged them. But that's very annoying. But they're almost dead. This guy's damaged. I'm going to use this because I've never used... Oh, I can't yet. I have to then turn. I could have used her ability to kill all the ones with...
Admiral and shit.
Same power by 4. I'm going to... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to kill them now. Take that. So she'll be freed now. She'll be freed. And as for this dude, I'm going to turn him into a bear. Take that. Rah! Bear attack! Oh, that was it. I just had to free her. Okay.
The Scoia'tael warriors shocked the Queen with their speed, their cunning, and their cruelty. Yet in the end, the Lyrians prevailed. When the last elf hit the ground, the Queen had her men untie those they'd sought to hang.
1,000 thanks, Your Grace. Heard many tales of your valor. Pleased to see they weren't just flattery and propaganda.
Black Railer. Hagar.
Black Railer.
We saw you there.
Hagar?
You command King Demoven's special forces.
That's right. Though not many remain to command.
So I see. How did it come to this?
My liege sent me to wipe out a Scoia'tael band, led by a rat called Eldane. Followed the vermin's tracks for several days, straight into his trap, turned out.
Hunting elves in the woods. Truly inspired, I must say.
I mean, it's a dangerous place to chase them, but there you go.
Had no choice. Doing nothing would have brought us surer, swifter doom. The Black Clad have invaded Edirn, thanks to Elven aid.
Really?
Our supply lines lurk like dogs, prey on vulnerable units and scouts.
Well, the elves said they were helping the Nilfgaardian, didn't they?
You mean to say Nilfgaard's broken your defences?
Aye. Though their march will soon halt, believe me. To advance, they'll have to take Rosberg. A stronghold that's yet to fall once. They'll break against its walls like waves upon the rocks.
Glad Iden still defends the north. I mean, yeah, they do, but admittedly, I am not certain they'll hold.
While Edirn stands, the north is not yet lost.
I'll convey your grace's words to the king at the first occasion.
I'd rather hope to convey them myself. I have come to Edirn seeking aid. I wish to ask Demavend for support.
The king is in Rosberg, overseeing siege preparations. I'm heading that way too to report on our skirmish with the Scoia'tael. I might serve as your guide. These lands I know better than any.
You got Black Railer has joined the army.
Excellent. Guide on.
Nice. This is where we begin. As well as end, for now. Because it is, guys, the end of the show. Well, not yet, but basically, we'll pause. We'll pause. Oh, we've got a lot of gold. I could maybe build some nice stuff, but for now, yeah, we're gonna save and exit the game there. So we'll save Gwent Thronebreaker for the next time. It says please stand by automatically. That's what it does. But it's time for you to come with me to my chatty TV. So let's go now. Come. So this has gotten very fascinating, the storyline. I am very excited to see where it's going to lead. We shall continue the still got that effect on me, see, look. It doesn't go away unless I turn it off now. Yeah. I'll have a play with it. I think I might have to just try and apply it to the cards specifically. I might do that after. Yes. But it is time for the fight, so I hope everyone is ready. If you've not done so yet today, say something in chat. Your avatar will spawn below as we proceed into the Battle Royale. You have a couple seconds while I just quickly press the buttons. So we'll be doing this. At the moment, as you can see, Twitch is winning with 13, Trovo 11, and YouTube 5. These are the last couple days to get the final wins in. We got today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And on Wednesday, depending who wins, I will give, it was again, 10 gift subs to a nominated streamer on the winning platform. So let us go now to the battle screen. Let's do this. Oh, we got the Minecraft. We've got the Minecraft level.
3, 2, 1, go!
Go! So there's Yasadora AOK, Warlord, Gion, the guy. I'm getting killed, it seems. We've got to keep up the... Yeah. Oh, Ultimate Cons is down. There goes Nox. AOK is out. Sorry, AOK. Uwu's gone. And Sid. Token Truth is just hanging on. Toe Roll has grabbed a health pack. I think this is pretty much in the bag for Toe Roll, isn't it? There he goes. There he goes. Good job, Toe Roll. You are the winner.
Game.
And there we go. And then it automatically takes us back to this screen. Hey. Yes, pretty cool. I'm glad that's all working the way I wanted it to work now, almost indefinitely. There's some new stuff I should be able to build. There we go. Well, there's Sid. You've come in just at the end. You missed the fight, Sid. Oh well. How you doing, Sid? How you doing? How you been? How was your weekend? We've been enjoying today some of the Witcher Tales Thronebreaker. We saw the end of the fight. Nice. Well, I do need to update the scores. So that means that Twitch is still in the lead. Twitch, with 3 days left, they've got a pretty good lead. Where are we? Stream files, design. Here we are. Unless, of course, I get lots and lots of raids. We get lots of raids from a platform. That will tip it in that platform's favour, obviously. Yeah. The weekend was nice. Sunday, you spent the whole day at the beach trying out the new paddleboard. Good fun, yes. And I was here making some code. So all of that today, the fight and everything, I didn't have to press anything. I pressed the first button Everything is automatic after that. I've managed to code all of it, so it does it all automatically for me. How perfect is that? Because it was getting a bit tedious having to press all the buttons constantly. It's been fun trying to learn how to code stuff as well, because it means that we'll be able to make much more cool stuff in future. Now I know how that works. Yeah. I've caught a guy that was on YouTube while I was trying to do it as well, he's managed to build loads of mini games. So he has a little timer that counts down, and then when it finishes, it automatically does like a mini game with all the avatars that can he can do all kinds of crazy stuff on the stream using it. It looks like he's built loads of Final Fantasy mini games and stuff. So right, I am going to update the scores. Where are they? Stream files, Battle Royale, March. So Twitch is now on 14 points. 14. Save. Okay, sweet. So we'll be back tomorrow with well, what may be for now, because we're going to change the slot come next week. But for now, tomorrow will be the last What's New Wednesday, What's New Wilson Tuesday. Well, we're definitely going to be trying. There's a new Game Pass game that's like a side-scroller platform puzzler, a bit like Limbo, such. So we're gonna be having a go with that tomorrow at least. Maybe a couple others if there's any other new titles. Oh yes. Now to finish, we will raid. Who can we invade this pleasant evening, this bank holiday Monday? Who have we got on? So I'm looking down my Trovo list. Got a few people on. I see Luby is doing some Destiny 2, which is actually there for once. So we're gonna raid Luby, I think, unless there's more. Who else we got? So then there's Uwu on. Uwu came by earlier. We'll raid Uwu. And then on Twitch, who can we raid on Twitch? Well, I was gonna say Satan. It looks like on Twitch. Oh, that's just echoed my voice. I didn't mean to do that. Hey, what the hell am I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Well, looking down my list, I can see Lucidity Waves is on this evening. He's trying out some of the new Zelda building. So we'll drop into Lucid, because he does build some really cool stuff as well. His streamer bot and the like. Lucidity, if I can spell it right. There we are. Yes, perfect. Right, we'll be dropping in there in just a moment. So thank you one and all for coming to another episode of the Slightly Wilson Show. You know, we're going to finish by doing one more. We're going to do one more teleport behind me. See where we end up in The Witcher. There we go. We've ended up. Oh, this is the castle town from earlier. Okay, now we're back there. It still looks sick though. Love it. Perfect. So I will hopefully catch you all again this week, where we'll be continuing our Last of Us run. New games tomorrow, and on Friday. If we don't have any requests this week, I'm going to be playing. Well, I hadn't decided, but if we have no requests, I'll either do some new VR stuff, or we'll play Diablo, because that will have already come out by Friday. Yes, perfect. So have yourselves a wonderful evening. I will catch you then. And as always, folks, don't touch that dial. Yeah, I'm doing some YouTube stuff, Sid.